Hello sound alerts.
Oh, look who's here. Sound alerts with an update. At the LeemThatStreams, they want to upgrade their system because you keep breaking it with your epic fails. They need your permission for more chaos. Hurry up, Nazen. Time to unleash the madness.
Hello, my bot. Wi-Fi_wolf. Greetings, esteemed member of the conspiracy. It appears we are embarking on another thrilling adventure with Nazen. Let us delve into the mysteries together and revel in the technical prowess of this gaming marvel. Oh, the complexities of gameplay. Let us bask in the digital symphony and embrace the intellectual stimulation it provides. Do enjoy the journey.
Hello. Welcome to Tuesday. We are not that far into the weekend. Hello, Hi-Fi. How's it going? How are your day? Yes, we are here. It is synth. There's a lot of synth in that playlist that I have. It's quite a bit significant part of it. But welcome. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday. We're back today. We're continuing the story of Howard Lotor, one of our favorite raccoon friends who met a very unfortunate end in the last stream. I vibe with it. Hell yeah. Great to see you, dude. Yeah, you too. How's it going? How's your day been? But yeah, so we finished Tales Noir yesterday, the original game. And I had some things to say about it. I actually continued in Discord talking about this game. It was Thanos who posted a really good video in Discord about the making of this game, or the original one. And I had some thoughts about it. And I'm going to sit here and say, first off, to really start off the conversation, I really did enjoy it. I loved the look of it, the feel of it, the overall vibe of the game was really cool. It was very beautiful. And it was very well made. But I did have an issue with the story. Pretty great, no complaints, touched some grass, ate some chicken, more Leon energy, banger day overall. That's a lot of stuff going on there. More Leon energy. Leon with his little spin kick that he does, it's pretty impressive. You can't really complain about that. He doesn't do that in any other game. It's only 4. I hope that if they do bring him back in a subsequent title, that he gets his spin kick back, because I don't know how you live without that, right? Like if they, I don't think he did it in 2, because that was like the last time we really saw him was in 2, right? So I think, pretty sure, because he's not in, is he in 6? I don't remember. Is he in 6? Hold on. Is he in 6? I'm curious now. Let's find out. Resident, I can't spell. Resident Evil 6. I don't remember 6 because that was like the dark era. Oh, he was in 6. Okay. So 5 and 6. 5 was the one with Chris. He is in 6. Okay, so I don't know if he had the spin kick or not in 6. He might have. Because I know it's Chris Redfield in 5, and that's when Chris is punching boulders, right? Like literally like the end, one of the end things in the game is like you have to punch a boulder to break it. That's it, right? He's in 2, 4, and 6. Right. And Chris Redfield is in like, I think Chris is in 1, and then he's also in, well, I know he's in 5. He's like the main guy in 5. Like I said, punching boulders. That's what Chris Redfield does. And then he's in 7 and 8. He's in Resident Evil 7. Kind of. He's kind of like background in that. He kind of shows up only in the DLC in 7. And then in 8, Village, he does show up, and he's kind of a bigger portion of that game. Looks very different in Village, though. Like, they were like, you know what? All previous models of Chris, throw that shit out. We're putting this guy in. And he's a little bit more rough and tumble in that game. I'll be curious what they do in 9, because I'm guessing that 9 will continue the Winters saga, but it'll be like more of his daughter, Rose Winters, which means Chris is inevitably like tied to that. But it would be interesting if they somehow tied Leon into that as well. I would be curious to see if they do it. That would be kind of interesting. Anyway, but getting back to this. So what I was talking about last night with Tales Noir is the video we watched last night kind of talked about like how the game got made. It was a Kickstarter game. You know, people went and donated. They got their donations. But there's a lot of like delays. And I guess what the story was is that they pretty much got like acts 1 through 3. I think it was like 1 through maybe 3, maybe 2 written, and they did all that, and they had that whole thing down. And then they wrote Act 3 several months later when everything else was like greenlit. And I think what they were talking about is that the writer, the director, the head storyteller of the game basically said that she was just in a very different place. And a very different place in her life. It didn't sound like it was going as well as she had hoped. And she wrote a very different, very nihilistic, very, very different story. And you could tell the game takes a very, very, very big twist in Act 3, and it was very jarring. Now, it's not to say it was all bad. It just felt very disconnected to the rest of the story. And I felt like, one, I took issue with, in that video, I took issue with her description of death of the author. Because like she starts saying that like, well, I'm a big believer in death of the author, and then she goes on to tell about how like the story kind of changed along with that, like her life and like time that went on. And I was like, well, that's natural, but one, that's not what death of the author means. I do want to point that out. She'll never hear me say this, but I will tell her if I ever had a chance, I'd be like, that's not what death of the author is. Death of the author, if for those of you who are not familiar with this term, is more like a play on Death of a Salesman, which is a book, but like also it kind of plays on this concept of like what happens to a story once it leaves the hands of the author. So let's say you write a story, you write a book, and it goes out into the ether, and it becomes the world's. That's kind of what death of the author is all about. Like, how much does the author get to influence how that story is perceived? Does the intent of the author carry through, even though that story now belongs to the public at large to some degree, right? Like, how much does a story belong to an author after it's been released to the world? And how much does that authorial intent, how much does that stick with the author versus how much does it stick with the people that read it? And that's what death of the author means. So I took issue with her description of that, because that's not what it means. It's not like it sticks with the author and then it's about like what the author does later on with writing the story down the road. So I had a bit of an issue with that. That doesn't mean it was bad. But I did feel like, yes, like the first part of the game set up so many interesting themes and ideas and plot lines that we never got to see finish. And like the original game really went into this like concept of like class and like different species being different classes in this world, like apes and predators and like high-end predators all basically were higher end. It's kind of Beastarish in that way. Like Beastars kind of does something similar where they say like, well, predators are a little bit higher on the food chain, so therefore, you know, blah, 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 blah. But like, which again, there's actually another video out there. I would actually really recommend it, by somebody who did a deep dive into like Beastars versus Zootopia in the world that they do. And like that kind of thing. Beastars just taking that, right? So like Beastars kind of does the same thing, right? Where it like has a society that is like animals, and like they still have their animal instincts, but it's really about like, what does that mean when you have animals who like naturally want to eat other animals where other ones don't, and they all have to like coexist? And like the natural thing would be to say Zootopia is kind of like that too, right? Like Zootopia kind of delves into similar plot lines. And I would say that like the difference between Zootopia and like something like Tales Noir, or yeah, Zootopia After Dark, basically a hornier Zootopia. This one was much hornier too. Tales Noir kind of went into that. But I would say another like really good comparison that this video went into is that Tales Noir really reminded them of like, oh god, Animal Farm. Now, has anybody ever read Animal Farm? Or like a lot of people had to read that in school, and it's a very dark book, and it kind of delves into like themes of like Marxism and like corrupted governments and things like that. But it also like talks about like different classes and how they all get destroyed. Heard of it? I think Milo read it actually. Yeah, so essentially it's a very dark book talking about like classism and Marxism and all these different things, and it really relates it to like animals on a farm. That's why it's called Animal Farm. And Tales Noir really kind of delves into similar themes. So like the basic plot line at the beginning was, oh, like there's this whole ring of like drug dealers who are also like murdering other animals to sell their flesh to the higher class so that they can eat them because it's considered a delicacy and all that kind of fun stuff. Very dark stuff. Then then Act 3 comes in, And it's like, oh, all that happened, but we don't care because there's this like, this artifact, this goo that infects Howard and is really like talking about like this weird, like everything's over the wall and like what is out there and like what is going on with this like alien like artifact. It's very like existential, and it just takes this really weird twist, and really weird like concept and tonal shift. And it's very interesting stuff. That's what is so weird about it, right? Is that it is very fascinating to like really look into it and see what they're doing with that. But at the same time, I'm sitting there going, what happened to all the other stuff that we set up? Like what happened to the flesh ring? Like what's going on there? What is this wall you're talking about? Like we never really get into that. And it's like they built this whole society around something they call the Great Shepherd, which turns out was not a German shepherd. It was actually like a shepherd in a robe. And they built this whole like religious concept around the shepherd building this wall around this city to keep them safe. And we never really understand why. They never really go into it. They never really say, what are they afraid of on the other side? And I'm like, God, that would have been so interesting to know. And instead, we get kind of left with poor Howard, our little raccoon friend over here, getting infected by this almost like this dark artifact being, this like tumor that takes over his body and is like slowly changing him. And that's the end of it. And I'm like, those are like two very interesting concepts from two very different stories. And that was my issue with it, is I was like, I really like what you're building here. I just don't know what you're getting at. Lurking watching that happen was wild too, right? Like it just kind of made you go like, I really want to know more about this, but I also still want to know more about what was going on. And then I realized I also still have this game to go, which is like prequel. Before Howard became our little detective, before Renee became the journalist that she is. I'm actually not 100% certain who the guy with the glasses is. I know that's Clarissa Bloodworth, who was, again, the one who was killing all the people for their flesh and selling it to the upper class. And that's another thing in the story. They were just kind of like, oh, also Clarissa was doing this for noble reasons and you should be okay with that. And I'm like, well, no, why would I do that? But like, there's just so many things that felt so disconnected and it felt like two very different stories. And I'm hoping that this finds a way to kind of tie some of that together and give us some background that we may not have gotten before. So let's hope that that's true and see what happens. So I'm going to get into the game and let's see what goes down, because it could be really good. It could be amazing. And it's not to say that like I thought Tales Noir was a bad game, because it wasn't. It was beautiful. It was really cool. The characters were well written. It was very interesting to kind of get into, and both of the stories that we got were very interesting, just very disconnected. So I want to see if this kind of tries to draw them together, and then I would be very curious to see down the road if we get a sequel that maybe does a better job of tying all together. And I would like to see that. So with all that being said, I'm going to get into it and see where we're going. So there we go. And thank you for bearing with me on my little spiel about games. We're going to do a lot of that. I'm actually going to give you guys fair warning. On Thursday, we're going to start Ori and the Blind Forest. And we're going to do a lot of that. We're going to really, really break down the game, because I played the game before. I'll put that out there right now. So none of it's going to be a surprise to me. And there's a lot of parts of this game that Ori does incredibly well. And I really want to get into it. So, ow, thanks, Thanos. Let's go, though. And if I have to turn the game music up, let me know, because it doesn't seem that loud, but I don't know if it's just the intro.
Hello,
it could be, though.
93.
It's BB Rack. It is It's Baby Rack. He is Baby Rack this time. He does look younger, doesn't he, though? I love the little vest. That's very cute. Okay, so let's see what we got. Clarissa, Gastown Plaza, age 7, Bloodworth. Interesting. So we're going way back now. Like, we're going way back. Oh, is that remember the old guy that we helped hook up with, like, the person feeding the, like, doves? Is that him? Is that the guy and his wife? Because I remember his wife had died. And I bet that's him. I bet that's the same guy. And you can't see me pointing at the screen because I'm holding a controller on them, but I'm literally pointing at the screen. And it's this guy I'm talking about here. But we'll see. Grandpa.
Oh, what is it, Clarissa?
Are you okay, Grandpa? Did you hear what I said? What were you thinking of? Let's do 1.
Me? Why, of course. I'm more than fine. I'm spending time with my little girl. How could I not be?
Did you see goosers? Did you see the goosers? Do they call them goosers in this era before they started calling them geezers? Because I know that was like what they called goose before. What are we doing here, Grandpa? But you were thinking about something else, weren't you?
Oh, well. I was thinking of a faraway place. One that does not exist, Bella. Beyond the mountains, green leaves, rolling hills.
If it isn't real, then how are you thinking of it? Keep listening. I want to hear more of this.
Air so clean you could taste it. A place that smells of grass and water, where your lungs are more full than anywhere else.
Grandpa, that sounds horrible. Clarissa, oh my goodness. Even inside, would my room smell like grass too? That sounds nice. Let's do 3.
It does, doesn't it? It's a nice dream. Sometimes you can always imagine the world better than it is now. Someday, you might be able to make that real.
And what if I can't? Okay, I'll try, Grandpa. I feel like that's more Clarissa, is just to be like, I'm gonna try. Like, she's gonna do everything she can, regardless of what that means.
I have no doubt. You'll grow up to be a very special person, you know. I'm sure of it.
Like Grandma? I don't think so. I'm too silly. I'm really funny, Grandpa. Everyone says so. I'm a special person. I'm Clarissa. I want to know more about Grandma, so that seems like the answer we want to go with.
Ah, your Nana, Clementa. Shepherd bless her soul.
What was Grandma like? Do you miss her? What happened to her, Grandpa? Those are all really good questions.
I suppose you don't remember much of her, do you? She was the kindest soul in the world, always helpful, always understanding, always knew exactly what to say.
Let me make sure on something here. So far, really digging the musical change here because, like, they did a lot more silence in the first game, and this is, like, already bringing music in, which I actually really like.
I suppose you don't remember much of her. Always knew exactly what to say.
So what should she say? I still wish she wasn't gone. It's not fair. I wish she wasn't gone. Let's find out what she would say.
She'd always tell me when I was getting too big for my britches, and when things started going our way, she made sure I kept my feet on the ground.
How could that be hard to keep your feet on the ground? That's okay, Grandpa. I can help you with that now. Can anyone learn to do that? This one. Ha! Oh, I love the little sound effects in the background. See, they're learning. I think they're learning.
I think the two of you would have been great friends. I'm sure she would have loved to see you grow and who you are now.
Why, is it hard to grow up? Then I could do whatever I wanted because I'd be all grown up. Yeah, me and my grandma would have told everyone what's what. That seems like her, but I don't know if she's that yet. I don't know if that's who she is yet. Let's do 1.
It's not hard, Bella. Not in the way you might be thinking. It's just slow. So slow that you don't even know what's happening.
Do I get to choose how fast I grow up? So, how will I know I've grown up? That doesn't sound right, Grandpa. The answer is going to be no to number 1.
No, not at all. In fact, all goes by very quickly, and in the end, even the boring parts, the waiting, the sleeping, the rains, and the clouds.
I'm sure it'll be just me and Clarissa. What if I just stay the same? What if I don't change at all? Maybe I could be someone else then. I like number 1, because that could mean so many things.
Even Clarissa can change. In fact, I'd be worried if she didn't. It's one of the best parts of life, you know, changing, becoming something new, and something better than before.
I think I understand, Grandpa. I think she does.
I know you would, Clarissa.
Nod.
Come the end of fall, the winds will grow, then twisting branches cusp the snow, but spring will free what cold held dear. Give way, for one more year.
What was that, Grandpa? It was pretty.
Hello, Lucy and Daisigal.
Lucian, what's going on? How are you doing? How are you? Good to hear from you.
A poem, Clarissa. One I remembered just now. I read it a long time ago, but it appears to have stuck with me.
What made you think of it?
The years passing by, Bella. Time itself, I suppose. Tell me, what will you be when you're older? Who do you want to be?
I'm good. How about me? I'm doing good. I can't complain. It's been a bit of busy day. A little windy. It's really windy where I'm at right now. Like, the wind has been nuts the past, 3 days or so. I'm not sure what to make of it, but it's okay. Everything's been good. Gain trait cunning. I want to be really smart, really clever. I want to be just like you. I'll be a big boss. I want people to listen to me. I think she wants 1.
Well, I'd say you're halfway there already.
There's no halfway, Grandpa. You can never get smart enough. I'm on the final lap. I have to go faster. Am I? I don't feel very smart. I like this one.
Ha! See? You're already more clever than your old grandpa.
Just a little bit. Don't worry, I'll help you out, Grandpa. I think you're smart, Grandpa, kind of way. I want to be smart like that too. We don't know unless we have numbers to prove it. I like this one. I think you're smart in a grandpa kind of way. I want to be smart like that too.
Well, whatever you do, Clarissa, don't forget that being smart isn't everything. Knowing things and being right is no substitute for being kind. Your father, well, some people tend to forget that.
I won't. Thanks for teaching me things, Grandpa. I won't. Hey, Grandpa, I love you. 'Cause she kind of does, though.
I love you too, Clarissa Bella. I couldn't ask for a better grandchild. Now, come on. I think it's time for dinner, shall we?
Okay. But she kind of does forget, doesn't she? She kind of does. Oof. Interesting opening, though. A very interesting opening. Oh. Do I get to choose which story I do?
There goes the channel.
Oh my God, Lucian, what's going on? Lucian,
ones.
thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Thank you for that. Welcome. What were you up to, man? What were you streaming? What were you playing right now? Let's take a look here. Let's go. You were doing some Enlisted. Ooh.
Time to end.
I don't think that's Enlisted, but that is a cool looking game. That's not Enlisted, is it? I'm not sure what that would be, but that's cool. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. And Let's see. Who is Eli? Who the hell are you? I know who Renee is. We all know who Howard is. I'm going to start with Eli because I actually don't know who that is. So maybe we should start with you because you're new, and that'd be kind of a neat way to start with it. But let's find out. He looks like a Wolverine or like a badger, I guess. I love how the characters move here. This is really interesting. All right, let's see. Let's see what this does. Scroll branch. Oh. What do I do? No, that was Elder Scrolls 5. Gotcha. So, how do I... You aspire to be cunning when you grow up. Oh, my choices are shown here. Ooh. Ooey. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see what's next. Maybe I don't get to choose the order in which it goes, but apparently it tells me, like, what my choices amount to. Howard. Okay, first year, Thaddeus Rock, Faculty of the Arts. There's our boy. Oh, it's a young Howard. Before all of it happened. I'm already loving the music in this much better. Like, the music in the first game was good, but it was used almost too sparingly. And they seem to be using it more here to, like, really set the scene. Huh. Not often you get to see one of us in marble. I take it you weren't here for the open day. I really want to be here for it, but some things came up back home. What sucks? You didn't miss much, to be honest, and I felt like more like a sales pitch than anything. Yeah, the brochure was pretty shiny and all right. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not exactly the Ritz. I've never been to the Ritz. Maybe the Ritz isn't even the Ritz. How does the rabbit hole go? Honestly, I'm liking the vibe right now. I think it's part of our parents are talking about the day the school was best years of our life. Sure, starting to feel that way. Interesting. Who are you? The cloakroom. Empty. I guess I'm here early. What, the clocks are out of fashion? Or the cloaks are out of fashion? Paintings, huh? They look like rich kids. I can't relate. Wisconsin? Is your name Wisconsin?
Hey!
Oh my god, I love that they actually have little, like, introductory, like, sound effects now. That's awesome. I'm actually happy about that. Oh, hey, a fresh face. Are you here to study? You're new, right? I never forget a face. I am new. I'm Howard. Nice to meet you. This box is kind of heavy. Could you tell me where my room is? I'll do this one. Heyo. Well, howdy, Howard. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Wisconsin, and I'll be your resident assistant. Your best friend, too, if you want one. Well, right. Well, I'll see you around. Resident assistant? I keep things running smoothly in the dorms, like the dorms boss, but a fun boss. I also recognize activities, you know, like a boss. Right. What's my room number? Okay, I'll be running smoothly to my room now, if you don't mind. Cool. Can you tell me where my room is so I can put my box down first? Oh, not just yet. Why not? You see, I like to start things off with some new students. Which means, listen, this box is really heavy. Can we have fun right now? Can we not have fun right now? Yeah. A scavenger hunt. Why though? Why though? Why though? Sure, Wisconsin. What do I need to find? Wisconsin looks incredibly grateful. Oh, this is a new mechanic. I'm already liking some of the things they're adding to this already. I actually like the music. I like some of the sound effects. I like the path and journey markers. And I like the little, like, you know, indications of what's happening. That's a really cool touch. Yeah, all right then. I've hidden 2 things somewhere in the hallway. One of them's blue and one of the other is new. Blue and new, no other clues. There's something new and something blue coming right up. All right, something new and something blue, guys. Looking for something new and something blue. Did he say it was in here or somewhere else? I guess I wasn't really paying attention. He said something about the hallway. I'm not 100% certain where that would be, but I'll take a look. More paintings. These guys don't look very artsy to me. Intimidating, if anything. Okay, we'll go into the hallway. Ah. And can you tell us about, or all about the weekend, all right? Yeah, sure. Don't worry too much, I'll be fine. We're going to miss you so much, baby.
There goes the channel.
Oh, Redacted Cat, what's going on? Redacted Cat with the raid. How is it going? How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yes, welcome everybody. Redacted, how are you? Mage deck is a pain.
Redacted_cat.
What is a mage deck? Mage deck is a pain.
99.
Ah, welcome Hillix. Spoony Plays. What's going on? What is a mage deck? I don't even know. I'm curious. Yo, let me give you guys a quick shout out here and say hello to everybody who's here. And how's everybody doing? Redacted Cat, what are you guys up to? You were playing some Shark Waivers. Welcome. Inscription. Oh, it must be a card. It must be a card, right? It's a card. I put it together in my brainy parts. I know how it goes.
Here we go.
Shit, Exodia win on stream. Oh, shit.
Ooh, creepy. Ooh, very creepy. Oh, wow. Appropriate clip. Kind of is. It's very, very... Wow, that's creepy. Get him.
Oh, yeah, that is Exodia. Yo, Tyrion, how you doing? You didn't see
Get him. Ooh,
oh
nice.
God, I mean,
is that like a level in Inscription?
Like, shut over here. Like,
that's really interesting. Well, very cool, very cool.
She got an Exodia.
How did Inscription go? I've seen some of it played. It looks very interesting. I would be horrible at it because I'm like really bad at remembering like card strategies. But welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is Nathan. I am the LeemThatStreams. I'm a variety streamer. Today we are playing a little bit of Tales Noir. We are following the story of Howard the Raccoon here. If you are new, welcome. Welcome to the conspiracy. And we're going to play a little bit more of this game. You get to hear me do some really bad voice acting, so welcome and enjoy. And I hope you guys had a great time with Redacted Cat. And if you want to put up your feet and relax, we're going to play a little. So hang out, chill, grab a cold one or something equivalent. Okay, went okay in Inscription, did about certain parts of the game, went rough the first, but then became nuts. That game has a propensity to that. Who's this? Statue. A Thaddeus Rock, philanthropist and patron of the arts. Never heard of him. Me neither. I'm looking for something new and something blue, guys. So if you see something new and something blue, point it out to me. Dorm room. Locker. Nothing in there. Oh, notice board. Looks like a bunch of notes and notices. Let's see. For sale. History textbook. Never opened. Anything else? Looking for a roommate. Girl preferably. Ask for Frasier. Be cute. Print Club is looking for new members. Ask for, looks like they ran out of space. Reminder that lights go out at 10, and you should have your speakers, please. Wisconsin. I don't think we're gonna like Wisconsin. Ooh, what's that? There's something in there. I can't get to it, though. I hear something in the background. Nice coat. It looks fairly new to me. I guess that's our something new. Check trash. I think I see today's paper in there. That counts, right? No. I wonder if I can, like, go into the hall, dorm 304. Fingers crossed that this is the one, but I have no idea. Dorm room 303. Wish I knew if it was my room or not. This one says 302. Am I staying in this one? No idea if this is my room. I don't see... Okay, so we got something new, but I don't know if I see something blue. I wonder if it was that thing in the locker that I didn't go into, but I couldn't, like, grab anything. Let me try it again. It doesn't really let you do that. Well, I don't see nothing blue that counts. Is there anything else on here? To the person who ate my nuts after I left them on the cloakroom counter, call me. That's a very interesting statement. Maybe the newspaper counted and I just didn't notice that it said that. I'll go check with Wisconsin and see what he has to say about it.
Howdy, Howard. How's the scavenger hunt going? Pretty fun, huh? Did you find both something blue and something new?
I'm still working on it. I'll be right back. Also, if you're wondering, Howard does have this voice because that's the voice I gave him in the first game, where he was more of like a detective. He's like a private eye in that one. This is before that, but I'm trying to keep a consistent sound to his voice. As a result.
Proxy Glitch Cat. Thanks
Proxy
for hitting
Glitch
that
Cat, thank
follow
you so much
button.
for the follow. I appreciate
Welcome
it.
to the conspiracy.
To the conspiracy. I don't see nothing no blue. I mean, you look like you're wearing blue, but I can't really talk to you. Of course. Well, that's great. Let's see. I know there's something blue in there, but I can't get to it. Like, am I supposed to do something with that? Don't let me do nothing. Don't know. I don't see it. It really does feel like that's the thing, because there's a blue clock in there. A Thaddeus Cock faculty of the farts. What? Thaddeus Cock faculty of the farts. Heh, that's good riding. I'm looking for people to play tennis with. Ask for Dingo McCrank. Don't stay after class with the Professor Coolidge. He will tell you about his miniature horse models, and he will not like it. Here's the last one, just about buried under the others. Please refrain from leaving childish messages on the notice board. Faculty. I don't think it worked. I'm pretty sure they did not listen to you on that. Pretty sure the faculty of the farts is the thing. Excuse me, have you seen anything blue? I don't see nothing blue. I can't find it. I'm just gonna say I give up.
No, you gave up already, but you just got started.
Fine, I'll keep going. Yeah, but I'm tired. Just tell me which room I'm in, man. All right, I'll give it good luck. Have fun, please. All right, I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more look. It really feels like it's that clock, but I can't seem to figure out how to, like, isolate that. You can't do it. It's right there. It feels right, but it won't let you. What if I do this more than once? No, you can't do that. I don't know. All right, fair enough. I don't see it, so if it's not that, which it seems like it would be that. Is there another button I can push? Hold on, maybe I'm missing the buttons. I don't know how I would do that, but let's see. EF photo mode, run, left shift. There is nothing else. I mean, I guess it could be, you have a photo mode? I didn't know they had a photo mode. Interesting. What does that do? Nothing. Literally nothing. Alrighty. I'm gonna give up because I don't see anything that I could qualify as that. Unless it is, well, the only thing I could think of is these things in the back, but I can't see those either. All right, I'm just gonna give up and like try and get into my room. I'm sorry, Wisconsin, with your Wisconsin-y name. But I'm tired. Just tell me which room I'm in, man.
Oh, all right. I guess it's 304 down the hall.
Great. See you, Wisconsin. Thanks. No hard feelings, all right?
No hard feelings.
There are hard feelings.
None at all. I'll see you around. Thanks for playing, Howard.
See you, Wisconsin. I feel bad. I made Wisconsin feel bad. He's just trying to be a nice person, but I'm tired and I got big heavy boxes and I'm in 304. My arms are tired. I can't lift these boxes for too long. It puts me in a bad mood. All right, there we go. This is my room. Very cozy. Oh, is that? I bet I know who that is. That's Larry. That's gotta be Larry, right? Is that Larry? Larry! You're not into drugs yet, are you? Larry in the first game was into drugs. He loved his drugs. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
What's up, loser? Larry isn't. No, it's Larry. Larry was very much into drugs when we saw him in the first game. So I'm guessing he isn't now. Hey, what's up, loser? Hey.
That lock looks pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm very strong. Should I go for? I'm very strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got it, dude. I was gonna ask if you wanted to, put it down.
I mean, if that makes you more comfortable. I guess I don't mind. I'm really very strong. All right, I'll do that.
Oh, okay, cool. You pick which bunk you want while you're at it.
Do you have a preference?
I was thinking top bunk, but you pick. I don't mind.
Thanks, man. I was hoping for top bunk too. Give me a second. Thanks, man. All right, which one am I get to pick which one. Should I give him the bottom? Larry, are you a bottom? Back room. Plenty of space back here if you know how to get rid of all the junk. What is this? Light switch? Oh.
Hey, dude.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to let him have the top. I guess that makes me the bottom, but that's not, you can't read into that, okay? We can't read too much into that. Don't read into that. I'm watching you read into that. So if any of you try and read into that, it's wrong and you're wrong for thinking it. And I'm watching you. You be comfy begin to shuffle your possessions into the lower mattress, which turns cushions their weight gently. Leave. Look at me, I got that free. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. So what do we have? Ooh, fridge. Gross. Good thing it's empty.
Bottom bunk, huh? Perfect. I already have my heart set on the top bunk.
You'll owe me one. I'm Howard, by the way. I figured, so you can have it. You owe me one. I'm Howard, by the way.
We'll see about that. I'm Larry. Good to meet you. What do you think so far?
What do I think about what?
The university, the dorm, everything. Oh, did you meet Wisconsin in the hall?
The RA, yeah. Unfortunately, he had some activities planned.
Did he send you on a scavenger hunt too? What did you think of it?
I just didn't do it. I'm too tired.
That was an option? Man, I wish I'd known. He had me searching in the hall for a tiny note in a newspaper in the trash.
I feel a little bad, honestly. There isn't a lamer than I thought. That's even lamer than I thought. Glad I missed it.
I'm sure he gets it. You're tired. And probably nervous too. First day and everything. Now, come on, tell me something about Howard.
Like what?
I don't know, man. You come here? How you come here? What you studying?
Mom thinks I need an education. I'm majoring in photography. Oh, you know, the cool shit. I know he does photography, so I'll go with that one.
No kidding. That's cool, man. Do you have a camera?
Yeah, it's in my box. Barely, I'm hoping to borrow a better one from the university. Yeah, a really good one, actually. It's a vintage. I'll just go that.
I almost forgot about the mighty box. Nice, dude. Don't know anything about photography, so you'll have to teach me. How come you chose that as your major?
Gain trait sarcastic. It's easier than painting. I want to connect with people through my art. I want to show the world for what it is. Ooh, that's a good one. I want to show the world for what it is. Let's do that.
But what it is, man, that sounds cool. There's a lot to show for sure. I think our kind has quite the unique perspective of things, too. I got a feeling we're gonna become great friends, Howie.
Me too, man.
Fuck yeah. Howie and Larry, roommates extraordinaire.
All right, Larry, tell me about Larry.
All right. Well, I'm here to study, what? Why don't you guess? I bet you can't.
I bet I can. All right, what are the stakes?
I dig the confidence. All right, guess what? If you guess right, I'll get us lunch. However you do, deal. Otherwise, you do. Deal?
Deal. But Larry, I have no money. No money at all, Larry. I'll do deal.
Sweet, go.
Okay. Just like that, I don't get to narrow it down. I don't see any instruments, brushes or tools here. Your major is theory rather than practice. Okay, let's do 2. Because in the first, or like the non-prequel game, he is a private eye, so he probably is very good at this.
The theory of what exactly?
Classical arts, contemporary arts, graphic design. That's such a good question. I don't know. Let's see. Classical arts, contemporary arts. I bet Larry. I'm gonna go graphic design.
Wrong. Unfortunately, I'm not that creative.
Tell me then, what do you study?
Classical arts, man. What? I don't look like the type?
Nah, you do. You look like Larry. No way. You look like you study accounting. He doesn't look like an accountant to me.
I look like someone who's about to be treated to lunch. You good to go?
Sure, let's go. Not yet. Give me a second. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna go look around.
All right. Don't take too long, man. I'm getting real hungry.
All right. Let me look around my room. Let me turn this light switch off. Plenty of space back here. Okay. Let me go see if I have better luck looking around. Yeah, it still doesn't let me do that. They really don't let you do anything else in here. Is it possible that the blue thing was never in the hallway at all? Are you back to complain about your reception? I'm sorry I failed. Please don't be mad at me. It's fine, Wisconsin. Shake your head in disappointment. I mean, I don't know. It could be over here somewhere. Maybe it was never in the back room in the first place. It was in the back room in the first place. I don't know where it is. I don't know what he wanted me to find. Who are you? What are those? Why is your name a state? So many questions. All right, I guess I've probably done enough in here, so I could probably take Larry to lunch. I did get the feeling that Larry and Howie definitely became friends because they did have a thing going on in the first game. All right, man, you good to go? Yeah, man, let's roll. Actually, no, let's go. Sweet, I'm starving. Same. But you're not paying, so there's that. Then let's move it, loser. Let's get some grub. All right, let's go. Sure thing, loser. I'll call him a loser back. You can't call me a loser. I will call you right back, Larry. You're not getting away with that. You ain't getting away with that, Larry. No way, no how. Okay, so that was Larry's thing. So I went, you chose to be investigative. Keep your eyes open and your mind sharp. Interesting. So it's going to be like a series of stories between different characters. That's a really interesting way to do this. Very different from the first game. Renee Wilson. Oh my, another one of those characters from the first game. Radio host. Oh, hold on, I might have some for this. That was, of course, Stepping High by Bravo. This marking their 10th consecutive week at the top of the charts. Stellar stuff. Now, before this DJ signs off for the day, it's time for today's stories. Cassius Perth, Minister of Science, announced today that he would be stepping down from his position after 15 years of service. In a press release, he stated that he was satisfied with the work he had done the past few years and was looking forward to retirement.
I bet he was.
Not what I want. I bet he was. The minister retirement plans are through the roof as far as I know. Perfect time for a change in career, Renee. Keep listening.
A successor is currently being chosen, and press release from the headquarters of the Ministry of Science City, stating that the suitable candidate would be announced within the next week.
A local journalist, Renee Wilson, seems to be the best candidate. We can't wait to offer her a ludicrous salary.
In other news, local West End are still reeling from the fire that ravaged the entire tenement block last week.
Shit, he had to remind me, huh? He had to remind me, huh? Ravaged is right. I went there. There was nothing left but rubble.
The fire, which claimed the number of lives, has been reported as an unfortunate accident revealed as gas leak. The police department has since stated that they investigated at-risk buildings in the area for similar issues and are asking citizens to cooperate.
And my editor keeps asking me to finish the article on it. Nothing new, then I'll have to cover my files again.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the unfortunate souls of the lost in the fire. That is all for today. This has been Middays with Madison, and next up is Gus and the Steelers with Old Blue.
Turn off the radio. All right, Renee, that article isn't going to write itself. Let's get to the office and get to work. Lovely little home she has here. Toggle light. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. All right, that's enough of that. I have so many lights. Why do I have so many lights? That's a lot of lights. Oh, I guess I'm back down for some more lemonade. Hold on. I really do love the artistry in this game. Like, it is so pretty. turn that off. I feel like bad if I leave it on. I can't seem to do it though. Or can I do it? There we go. A fish. Hey there, pretty. Luca's office. Joke's on you, Lucas. I can't clean your office if it's always keep the door locked. Go to the office. Is this my office? Oh, right. I was in the middle of reorganizing the shelves in here. Shouldn't take long. Terrarium. Ooh, is that my lizard? I can like drag stuff. Oh, wait. Okay. Do you want food? Is that your lizard food? Lizard food? You want that? Eat. Oh, hold on. No? I'll leave you to it. I probably shouldn't leave that open. He's not eating it. Eat. Eat your food. Eat it. Eat it. Never mind. Full already. All right, I'll just leave it there for you, okay? Neat. I got to feed my lizard. I'm not sure why in a world full of animals, lizards are not anthropomorphized in any sort of way. It does seem strange, but I accept it. It's the game's logic. Who knows? Organized shelf. Office shelf. Terminal. Typewriter. This thing hasn't seen much action since I got the terminal. Maybe I'll come back to it someday. So Renee lives a pretty good life. Toggle light. She has a lot of lights in here though. Radio. We should get some new records and a record player, I suppose. I used to keep my typewriter here back when I moved in. There's still dents in the table. What a mess. I'll just tidy this up real quick. Yeah, I will. What's this? Ooh, wow, okay, we'll put... Oh, I get the... Ow! Lucian! Ow! Put that up here. It looks like a diploma. Oh, I have to drag it. Plant. Camera. More plant. Teapot. Book. 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 I don't know what that is. If you hold up your ear, you can almost hear every soothing sound. The souvenir shop we got it from. Very clever. Enter bathroom. Ooh, nice mood lighting. Less mood lighting. Lid down, the universal sign for Lucas not being home yet. Is she married? Is this Lucas person like her boyfriend? Because that would make poor Howard feel bad. I mean, they haven't met yet. So maybe not, but I'm just saying. All right, let's get this over with. So I got to put things up here, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I can move a bunch of stuff. All right, so okay. Maybe up here. I can't do that. I love the smell of this thing. It smells like, what does it say? I love the smell of this thing. It's shame Lucas doesn't. Oh, I can put it up here. All right, we'll do that. Book. I don't know where to put a book. FBI, open up! You'll never catch me. You'll never catch me. Okay, so I feel like I do got to put that somewhere. Maybe that's not the best place for this. There. Can I put this book up? Can I put this? I can. Book. Do books. Paint it or picture. I don't know if it's a painting. It probably isn't actually. Where'd it go? I didn't put you there. Gastown at night. Looks like this one was when we started date. She is dating this Lucas person. Oh, interesting. What does this one say? Looks like I got the apartment for myself in another couple hours. Good. That seems like a good spot for that. What are you? A shiny. Okay, I did it. There, much better. I did it. I did the thing. I reorganized my shelf like a good fox that I am. Terminal. Ooh, this looks familiar. Okay, messages. New work.txt. Been getting a lot of positive responses on that piece you wrote in Gastown, geezers. Really fun, colorful stuff. Keep it up and you'll be the regular on features in no time. How for a grim change of pace? Wachowski's off this week, so I'm going to need you to do a follow-up piece on that fire in the West End.
Are you winning, son?
I did. I cleaned that shelf like a boss, Lucian. Like a boss. Where am I? I can't read. There's apparently some similar developments, and residents are worried about a repeat. So I'm getting told to run something that will help those concerns. I've attached some public reports and first notice we ran on it. Look onto what happened and see if there's some way you can spin it into something more like a rare accident than a serious fire threat. Oh, and I skimmed your reports about it, and it sounds like the guy was messing around with stuff he didn't understand. That might be our angle. Either way, let's see if we can quell this fire hazard hysteria so we can get back to what we do best. Wesley Westlington. This is where it all started. Felt like I had finally had a moment to prove myself. Deadlines. As far as editors go, he's not the worst. I should try to wrap this up by today. And then again, I said that yesterday too. Renee, I know you want to looking into the fire case, but we have to run something soon. You're not a detective, you're a writer. Leave solving crimes to the police. The only reason I keep letting you work on it so far as long as because your other write-ups are stellar. But if you keep going like this, we'll be pushing the boundaries of what news is. And I mean that in the sense of being late to the party. Life's too short to be a perfectionist. Please have something for me by Wednesday. Well, I don't know what today is. Poor Lucas still hasn't figured out how to work with terminals. I don't mind, it's kind of cute. Hey, sugar. Finally got the terminal set up at my desk. Hope you get this. I don't know how to write so fast on these things. Paper is going to be a nightmare. I love you. Smooch, Lucas. Smooches. Big smooch, smooches. Smooch, everyone. Smooch. Fire case. Okay, let's see what we got here. For Renee. Here it is, but don't get your hopes up. Is this from Lucas? Big smooch. There was a big ask on my part, both surprised and proud that he managed to get them for me. Here it is, but don't get your hopes up. Sorry for the wait. On this, scene statements are usually not for the public to see, so had to strike a lot of it to protect the lives of the officers. Hopefully this will, put worries at rest for a bit. Love you, Lucas. Smooches, big smooches. All right. Crime scene report. Detective Jack Huey, CPD. All right, time 12:15. Date. I don't understand the date system here. Is that 4/23, like 135? Location, West End. Crime scene report. Suspect's apartment is small, maybe 500 square feet, in a poor state. Living conditions are working class, typical West End, hallway entry, wrappers coming off by the ceiling. Body was found close to the door. Beaver looks to be in his mid-20s. Mackenzie arrived at the same time as me, inspected the body while I had a look around. Didn't take too long. The suspect had 3 bullet wounds, one in the abdomen, one in the torso, and one in the neck. Ouch, that's a lot of bullets. The one in the neck was particularly gruesome, but Mackenzie's initial conclusion was the suspect bled out.
Mustn't have taken too long on account that the wounds, I'm guessing, oh, all right, here's the main report. I just wish it had, or I hadn't been so much redacted from it. Well, I guess they did say that was a thing. Oh, there we go. How do I, aha. The suspect, Beaver, was wearing pants and suspenders, no shirt, body stained with blood, but there's a fine dusting over his upper torso. Mackenzie tells me it's soot, and I can't argue. The head is similarly blackened by the soot. Redacted. Uh-oh, redacted. I think they suspect you. They put your name in there. Redacted cat. Did you do this? Was it you? I'm on to you. I'm on to you. I got my eye on you. You'll see. All right. The suspect but it looks like the suspect made an effort to wipe it off. Top left shoulder looks like it was a burn mark. Mackenzie confirms it, saying it was very recent, probably today. Off to the side of the body is a tire iron, old and rusted. Some of the suspect's blood has been pulled onto it, but no splatter. The kitchen is a mess. More soot, more ash, and more large amount. Redacted again. You're in this report more than once. I'm getting very suspicious.
Sus.
You are very sus.
Sus.
Indeed. Indeed. Lame cute. You can't prove that. You cannot prove it. Having near the top of the ceiling marks it, making it hard to breathe. Lingering smells of redacted. They're saying you stink, redacted. I think they're onto you, and I'm onto you. I've got my eyes on you. I've got my eyes watching you. You.
Sus.
Person you. Is most likely from the stove. There's footprints of soot leading out to the kitchen, but none leading in. They're scattered around in the oven, the hatch of it which is screwed off. This is where the most damage was. We opened the SEM window on the way out, but it's going to be a long time before they get the smell of redacted. Redacted, they can't get your smell out of the room. What did you do in there? Oh my goodness. The rest of the apartment is not noteworthy. Small bedroom almost entirely covered by the bed. Kitchen table and chairs moved to the side of the hallway. Bathroom small and cramped. Nothing of interest in there except for the body and the kitchen, both which appear to be closed cases. Addendum 424. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard and, to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. Alrighty, files. Oh my god, there's so much in here. Here's a statement from the first officer. Let's see. Alrighty. How do I... let's see. At 11:02 on 4/23rd, City Police dispatched and received an emergency call from a tenant on the 3rd floor of the tenement block of West End, citing domestic altercation as the cause of concern. And additionally, mentioning having noticed smoke from the downstairs apartments, the home of the Stonecaster Beaver mid-20s, Roe Italiana Beaver mid-20s. 2 officers, including myself, were dispatched and arrived in the scene at around 11:42. Upon arrival, Stone acted with hostility and refused the officers from inside the apartment. Officer redacted.
Sus.
And I breached the door apartment. Stone was wearing only pants. Good thing. And shoes, and his hands and the face were dirtied. The apartment smelled of smoke, and there was a small amount of it in the ceiling. Immediately upon entry, Stone began acting in a menacing manner, wielding a blunt instrument in his left hand. Roe was acting hysterically, and the attempts to calm her were met with angry dismissal. Officer redacted drew his service weapon and asked Stone to step down. During this time, I entered the kitchen to find a state of disarray. The oven was open and scattered around in the crude tools. The oven hatch was torn from it, and there was a strong smell of electrical wood burn. At this point, I heard a loud yelp from the hall, followed by a gunshot, drew my service weapon, and entered the hall and found the officer redacted.
Sus.
had discharged his service weapon, hitting Stone in the abdomen, seeing that my partner had been injured. I determined that Stone was still a threat and discharged my service weapon. Stone was hit in the chest both times and dropped to the ground. Rowe was in a lot of distress, lashing out in a threatening manner, and was taken into custody, impeding a police investigation. Officer Redacted
Sus.
placed a call, dispatched, and we remained in the same scene with Rowe in the custody of the patrol car. The coroner and detectives arrived around 12:09. Our initial statements were taken and the body was removed from the premises. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard and, to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. That is the second time we've heard that phrase. Very strange. Statement number 2. This one from the cop that stayed in the hallway. Nope. Not yet. Okay. Officer Redacted
Sus.
was present during the testimony of Officer Redacted.
Sus.
Was confirmed to be an event report. For clarity, questions pertaining to the first time service weapon was discharged were asked and make up the totality of the report. For information C number 2241. After I drew my service weapon and Officer Redacted
Sus.
left the investigation, and then the remainder of the apartment, Stone, Beaver mid-20s, began making threats and insulting me and my partner. I asked Stone repeatedly to stand down, which he refused. Eventually, Stone charged at me with a sharp object, stabbing me in the left arm. I discharged my service weapon, which hit Stone in the abdomen, causing Stone to back off a few steps. Officer Redacted
Sus.
entered the hallway shortly after and subdued the Stone further. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard and, to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. That is the 2 different people saying that, and that is the 3rd time we've seen that. To the best of my ability means something. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because it seems like they're trying to imply that means something. Fire station debrief. Kelso Dorsey. That's easier said than I said it, but I didn't say it right, and that's okay. Injuries 14, fatalities 25. That's a really devastating fire. In 1345, on April the 23rd, the fire department was informed of a potential fire in the apartment building of 44 2nd Street, West End. Firefighters were deployed at 1350 and arrived on the scene at 1412. At the undetermined time prior to the arrival, large explosion on the 2nd floor, later confirmed to be an ignited gas leak, exacerbated the situation, and deployed firefighters took necessary steps to evacuate the building. After an explosion, the fire was centralized to the 1st and 2nd floor, which the 3rd in process of being engulfed. The fire was contained to the single building, and efforts to put out the fire went on until 1655, at which time it was considered mostly contained. The fires were continued until 1845, at which point the fire had been extinguished completely. The entire area was sanctioned off for searching for survivors, and the victims of the fire continued until 1400 on the 24th, with additional damage control sectioning being done at 1105 on the 25th. The area is considered completely secured and will be opened up for demolition on the 30th. Interesting. Original notice. From what Wayne told me, his original write-up got edited. Felt weird about putting his name on this one. Fire in the West End claims innocent victims of West End Wednesday, 24th by Wayne Wiskowski. A fire erupted in an apartment building in the West End of yesterday, claiming the entire building in its wake. Although some tenants were successfully evacuated, many lives were lost during the disastrous fire. Exact numbers of fatalities have yet to be disclosed, as efforts are ongoing to search the remaining building thanks to the city's finest. However, the fire was contained to a single building and no further damage was done to the surrounding buildings. Interesting. I think that's everything. Great. That was a lot of reading. I did my best. Oh. Is that Lucas? Lucas is a big, big boy. Oh my. Look at Lucas, guys.
I could see why she fell for him. Keep staring at that screen like that, and your eyes will go square. Hey, hun. Great gain trait caring, Lucas. I didn't hear you. Get back. Welcome home, babe. Logical, not how it works, and you know that. Hey, honey. Hey, babe, give me 1 second, all right. Driven. I know she's driven. So I'm gonna go with 3. I didn't go with 3. Hold on. 3. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Have you been at the terminal all day? Mm-hmm. Lucas, shush. Are you getting anywhere? It's a lot. I need a corkboard. I think I'm getting pretty decent picture of things, yeah. Just to clarify, that is what I think it is, right? The West End fire, yeah. I don't know. What do you think it is? Is that article thing you're working on about the West End fire? Not just the fire, the events leading up to it. You got it. Yeah? How's your investigation going? You didn't say your edit guy was asking for it earlier. He wanted something more basic. Edit guy, editor Lucas, and his name is Wesley. Investigation slow. I can't help but feel I am missing a lot. Edit guy, it's editor Lucas, and his name is Wesley. I'm sorry for not being much of a reading sort, Your Highness. Let's not keep Wesley waiting then. Walk me through it. Let's figure it out right now. Where should I start? Let's start at the beginning. Tell me all about the fire. There were 2 calls about it, right? Where did it start? Not sure. Somewhere below the 3rd floor in Stone's apartment. There's no way to be sure. Give me... I forgot already. How did I forget that? Hold on. Nope, I don't care. Shut up. For Renee Files. Whoa, Leem.
Jojo,
Who's doing the
57,957.
detectiving? I'm doing all the detectiving. All of it. Okay, so I need to see the debriefing because it's going to be there. Didn't mean to do that one. Okay, so on April 34th, informed potential fire in apartment building on the 2nd West End.
For the 21 long months of subscribing,
thank
Jojo,
you so much, Jojo, for the subscription.
57,957.
21 months.
You
You're
are
getting close.
Leem-tastic.
Oh my
21
goodness.
whole 3 months of Nakey Leem.
Wow. Yes, it is indeed. And also, that's almost 2 years, Jojo. That's nuts. That is nuts. That's nuts. Okay. Just go there. Okay, so I need to figure out where the fire started. A large explosion, okay, prior to the scene, an undetermined prior time to the arrival, a large explosion on the 2nd floor, later confirmed to be a gas leak, exacerbated the situation. The West End firefighters deployed, arrived at the scene. I think it's the 2nd floor. Yes, 2 years of Nakey Leem. That's a lot of Nakey Leem. That is a lot. Okay, not sure. Somewhere below the 3rd floor. How do you know? It was spreading to the 3rd floor when the firefighters arrived. The first fall came when someone on the 3rd floor had mentioned smoke from downstairs apartment. I don't remember them saying that. But did they say that? I don't remember them saying that. It was spreading to the 3rd floor when the firefighters arrived. That's true, though. But did they say that? Maybe they did. Right. So, by a process of elimination, I follow. That's not exactly precise, is it? I saw the aftermath. I don't think there was anything precise about it. It's important still. Let's keep it in mind. Toots! No toots. There ain't no toots here. No toots. Not in front of that guy. He's too cute. I don't want to, like, scare him off, you know? It's important. Let's keep it in mind. All right. Then when did the fire start? God damn it, they're asking me specifics. That was a lot of reading. There's so much reading. I don't remember. There was a... So no toot, tooty booty, tooty booty. No toot. Let's see. So they're saying around 11:02, but something's fishy about this, because why would they didn't get a call about the fire? And what's okay? So hang with me, guys. After reading this a little bit again, Creamy Leamy, no, but hang with me on this. Notice here hold on, if we go back to this one, notice that says 11:02. The police were dispatched on an emergency call from a tenant on the 3rd floor in the tenement block of West End, citing domestic altercations. And there wasn't they weren't sent out there for a fire. They were sent out there because of a domestic altercation. But then the fire thing happened 2 hours later, almost 3 hours later, in the same building, and spread to the 3rd floor.
Sus.
That's pretty sus. There's something sus about that. You know what I mean? Something sus about that. I'm just gonna put that out there. Before the second call at 1:45. And how do you know that again? The building wasn't on fire when the cops showed up, Lucas. The cops didn't see a fire. The firefighters did. Ah, the old arson fight. Exactly. Fair enough. All right. At least we are the general time frame when this fire started. Anything else that comes to mind about it? There was one thing. Yeah. The first emergency call made mention of smoke, but only the cops showed up. There are no records of who made the second call. The cops saw signs of fire, but didn't alert the fire department. All the police reports have that. That's true. They do. They all do. I know that looks weird, but I'm pretty sure that's just standard procedure. There's usually some legal jargon that needs to be added to statements to cover all bases. It doesn't sound like legal jargon to me. Anything else? The first emergency call made mention of smoke, but only the cops showed up.
Alright.
I'm not entirely sure how they phrased it, but maybe they focus on something else during the call. Besides, it's not uncommon for us to be sent out with the deal small fire cases every once in a while. I have to go back to the school to print Pokemons for RA stuff, but I am EB. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, that sucks, but at least it's for Pokemons and not like school. Is it a school project? Is Pokemon school project? I guess it could be. So Renee definitely wasn't dating this Lucas person. What if Lucas is Officer Redacted? What if he is redacted?
Sus.
Really? What if it was that? And that's why she's not with him in the main game. And that's why she gets the hots for Howard. I don't know. So much for public safety spending. I wish they just hadn't sent a couple of cops over. Anything else? There are no records of what happened during the second call. We usually don't omit that. Maybe it was done from a payphone or something, anonymously. Or maybe it wasn't omitted this time. Technically, I have to make door name tags for all of my residents because I'm an You're an RA now? Wow. That didn't take long. Why would someone report a fire anonymously, though? Maybe, yeah, that's interesting. Or maybe it was omitted this time. I feel like if he's a cop, he won't like this one. Anything else? The cops saw signs of a fire, but didn't alert the fire department. Signs of a past fire, right? If there is no flames and no cause of alarm, why would they have called it in? I'm guessing they just wanted to be out there quick. I'd call it for what it is, neglect. Yeah, it requires living in the house for 1 year? Oh, okay, gotcha. I guess that makes sense. I didn't stick around dorms long enough to do that, so I guess I wouldn't know. Anything else? That's all. Let's move on. Okay. I know you're interested in this part, so let's go over it. Tell me about the cops that showed up. Stone didn't want to let them in. That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up uninvited, much less have them enter their homes. What was the reason for the officers to be suspicious? They smelled smoke? No, it was they heard a distress. Let me check the notes. Well, Stone was antagonistic. Fair. Also, RAs have RAs, which is funny. They do? Wait, hold on. I thought somebody called them in. At 11:02, police department received an emergency call from a tenant on the 3rd floor. The tenant was citing domestic altercations, was a cause for concern, additionally mentioning having noticed smoke from the downstairs apartments. Okay, so it was noticing smoke from downstairs. Got it. They smelled smoke, but the cops didn't. The cops didn't. It was somebody who called them. Stone was antagonistic. I don't know. Like I said, Renee, most people are a little wary of police showing up. Makes them worry they've done something wrong. And if they have, they tend to get pretty worked up. You don't think that was reason enough? I suppose so. I'm not sure yet. The cops get in eventually, right? They did. And how did they enter? Stone eventually let them in. They breached the doors. They forced Stone to open it. I actually don't remember any of this. They forced Stone to open it. Forced him? That sounds strange. Are you sure you remember that correctly? Maybe not. Alright, well, either way, they get in. What's the reaction from Stone and his partner? Okay, so why is I am not remembering any of this stuff. Like, none of it is coming to mind. So, let's see. At 11:02, smoke. 2 officers, including myself, were dispatched and arrived at the scene. Upon arrival, Stone acted with hostility and refused the officers. After hearing sounds of distress, that was it. It was distress from inside. Okay. Oops. Okay, after hearing sounds of distress from inside the apartment, officer redacted, ow! And I breached the door to the apartment. So they did force the door open. They breached it. Stone was wearing only pants, and luckily he was. And that was something that happened. Okay, so he was hostile. He was hostile. I'm being good. Help! Somebody help me! I'm fine. I'm getting gooed while naked. That sounds bad. That checks out. Yeah. In what way? He insulted them. He threatened them. He tried to keep them from investigating the apartment. I don't know if they don't really say either of those things. Regardless of what happened, obstruction of investigation is grounds for charge as well. Are you sure he was actively hindering them? Maybe not, but he didn't like them snooping around. It's better that he didn't obstruct them. Makes less sense that he'd start a fight in that case, though. Then what happened? One cop goes to check out the kitchen. One cop draws on him. I think he went to go check out the kitchen. Oh, right. I think I remember this part. The first officer goes to the kitchen, hears a yell, comes back. Do we know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? Nah, getting gooed while naked is a good time. It can, but it can really, really, really ruin your I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, so what did the first person say? Officer was present during the testimony. Officer is confirmed by the apartment clarity questions pertaining to the first time. I drew my service weapon. Officer left to investigate the remainder of the apartment. Stone, Beaver mid-20s, began making threats and insulting me and my partner. I asked Stone repeatedly to stand down, which he then charged at me with a sharp object. Okay. And then stabbed him in the left arm. So that's probably what they're about to get into. And then she shot him. Okay.
Stone attacked the second officer. It's a little unclear. Stories don't add up. The second officer shot Stone. She attacked the second, or Stone. That's what they're saying. Right. Does the report specify how? He insulted them and then attacked. The cop pushed him over the edge and lunged. What kind of sharp object, though? They don't say. He was armed, right? With what? It said a sharp object. All right. He came at them with a weapon, and they responded with force. I'm sorry, Renee, but this is all according to protocol. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Someone shooting without a gun after entering their home. Shooting someone with a gun after entering their home. You said it yourself, Renee. He attacked the officers first. So it would seem. You doing okay? This whole thing, this whole case, it's a lot, isn't it? It is. It's pretty awful. It's okay. I've seen worse. It is. You don't get used to it, trust me. How about you? What do you make of it? I don't know. It might not be as clear as I thought it was, but I still think you're jumping to conclusions. You can tell something's up, though, can't you? What conclusions, Lucas? What else do you need? I'm glad to hear I'm not completely crazy. Renee, I just think it's mistakes more than anything. Messy paperwork that's making the situation seem more suspicious than it is. No, Lucas, the messy paperwork is exactly why it's suspicious. There's something we're missing. I just don't like any of it. Renee, if those officers did something wrong, I'm sure it'll come to light, with or without your help. I can't stop now. I need to know. I'm not so sure. All right, well, I'll help you when I can. Just don't get your hopes up for too much, all right? For now, how about dinner? I'll order something for us. Sure, sounds good. I'll get you something from that noodle spot you like, all right? Finish up the terminal and I'll go make the call. Love you, honey. Love you too. I love those noodles. That would be a pretty mean thing to say to your, I guess, boyfriend slash husband slash maybe, I don't know. Really hard to say. You managed to convince Lucas that some of your concerns regarding the case were founded. Good for me. I did it. My husbando, the policeman. Pure caused application. What the frick? Uh-oh. I don't like that. That's not a good sign. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What happened? I think we were digging into this police story a little too much, and it ended up going wrong for us. Let's see where we're at on this. I broke it? Yeah, no, we got caught. The police found us. Oh, Eli, somewhere far outside the city walls. Ooh, that's interesting. So in the first game, we knew about the walls and what it means to be outside of it, but we don't know what it's like out here or why people are worried about out here. So we're actually going to get that story now. That's very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Let's find out. Journal. August 14th, still alive. Believe it or not, no signs of radiating poison in either of us. We've been hit by dust storms, however, but it's been manageable and far from dangerous as we were led to believe. It's almost as if we've been guided by the shepherd's staff. To say we are lucky is an understatement. What are the other options? I'm beginning to think the dangers have been overblown. To be fair, that's to be expected. According to Jorge, no Team HQ sent outside the wall has ever returned, which means our research in the area is extremely limited. I think he's just messing around with me, though there's no record of any expeditions out of the wall since the city's formation. It all means we're going to be pioneers, even if we return empty-handed. Best not to think about that, though. I think he's just messing with me. There's no record of expeditions outside the wall since Science City's formation. Wedge has Oreos?
Who's the what? Who's Wedge?
Sun's been harsh lately, and it's been a chore to get any work done during the day.
That said, I'm enjoying the field work. Your Wedge? Oh, your Wedge. You have Oreos? What flavor, though? Is it normal, or is it like one of the like weird flavors? Because I know Oreo makes weird flavored Oreos. You can get crazy Oreos. Mint. That sounds good, actually. I like mint ones. That said, I'm enjoying the field. I'm trying to figure out this guy's voice. I don't know if I'm liking the one I'm doing. So let's see. That said, I might go a little bit more like a scientist here, so let's see. That said, I've been enjoying the field work. It's been almost 6 months, and the climate is starting to get to me. I miss this city. I miss my apartment. I might go that route. Let's go that route. Let's do that one. We got here early spring. Back then, the temperatures were made more bearable. The work's exciting, but sometimes it just gets that too damn hot. I find myself spacing out more often than I used to. I'm worried about the winter. We're not equipped for that. He looks like someone who, because he's got winter gear. That doesn't make any sense. I find myself spacing out more often than I used to. I wonder if that is like what Howard was going into. I wake up early some days, and I leave the tent just to stare out into the wasteland. I feel like it stares back. They don't give us much during our briefing, just a mountain of gear, some coordinates, and an instruction to dig. Still no idea what they're expecting us to find. Whatever it is, Orhe is eager to dig it up. At least I'm not alone. He's out there right now. Today is the day, he told me this morning. But he's been saying that all week. I'm not a real Pokemon fan. I forgot Scarlet and Violet were the newest games. Well, y'all know what they say about staring into a wasteland. I don't, but I did know that. I actually played Violet on stream for a bit. I do like Pokemon when I get a chance to play it. Sometimes they're better than others, though. That one was okay. I've warmed up to him. He's a good guy. I'm not used to him being that optimistic. I really think the disappointment started to take a toll on him. Wastelands. Wastelands. That said, he seems to see my academic background as a shortcut to paying my dues. He's been at this for decades, and we're in the same role, so it's hard to argue with him. But we all pay our dues in different ways. He's with tools, mine with theory. I think he's just jealous, maybe a little bitter too. Progress aside, the past few days have been strange. Ore mentioned a low hum from the dig site, and we've both been feeling unexplainably uneasy. I wonder if these are the guys who find the artifact.
The quest for artistic representation of Nakel's stack amidst the Minecraft blocks. A noble pursuit, indeed. Delving into the realm of creativity within the digital landscape can bring forth wondrous creations.
Indeed.
May your search yield magnificent artworks that capture the essence of Nakel Stack's existence among the pixelated wonders of Minecraft.
Indeed. Okay, so I wonder if these are the guys that find the artifact. That would be something. A game trait idealist. I think it's our tools that are reacting to the sedimentary chemicals in the pit, but the expedition should be over soon. Realist. More likely than not, we've been out here a bit too long and starting to get a little funny. Cynic. The wasteland is supposedly to be riddled with radiation. I'm surprised we'll still be honest. Aw, thanks, friend. He did help you out there. He was very nice about it. Let's do that one. The sun is brutal, even when filtered through the dust clouds.
Gecko.
Gecko, what's going on? Oh, I didn't know there's similar route gameplay like the Disco Elysium. I didn't know they went a similar route gameplay-wise like Disco Elysium. They kind of did. There's some different stuff in it, though. They really are adding... Like, I think they learned from the first game, which is really cool. But they are adding some more, like, elements to it, which is really interesting. Like with the gaining traits. Yeah, a little bit. Like, trying to get the traits and, like, trying to figure out which path you're going on. Like, that's really interesting. I think it does help you, like, kind of, like, figure out... Like, next time, if I want to do something different, I can, like, figure that part out. The sun is brutal. Even when I filter through the dust clouds, no doubt that make a little woozy. I need to start covering up more when I go out in the open. Can't let that get to me. Our work is too important. What I wouldn't give to an air-conditioned office in the Science City. Jorge would agree with that. If nothing else, we could take a break midday, when the sun is doing its worst. Seems reasonable enough. Good luck convincing Jorge of a siesta. There'll be other things. The dig isn't the only thing that needs doing. We've got experiments to run, research to write down. Then again, a siesta doesn't sound so bad. Let's give that one. I almost forgot. I had to look at some of my previous journal entries today. Realist. We've constantly been proving ourselves wrong about this place. That's good. Progress has come at a snail's pace, but at least we're moving. We could be dead in the water instead. We're engaged in a pleasant backstroke towards a reasonable conclusion. Pleasant backstroke. Not bad, Eli. Shake head erasing what you just wrote. Nah, it's not. That's good writing. Suddenly, a shiver runs up your spine, and you press the pen firmly against the journal page. Somewhere outside the tent, you swear, you can hear Jorge calling out for you. Jorge, did you say something? Oh. There's another scream, more desperate this time. He sounds distressed. I wonder if these are the guys that found the artifact in the first game. These are all what happened prior to Backbone? Yes, this is the Preludes. Jorge, what's going on? Jorge, I'm gonna look around the room first. Don't mind me, I hope you're okay. Now that's probably not the time to start organizing journals. I wish Jorge would tidy up his side of the tent. I'd offer him to do it, but he'd never agree to it. Where are you, Jorge? I'm coming. Jorge's straight up dying. Time to explore nooks and crannies. Right? Alright, let's see what's over here. Waste? Nothing but a rocky desert out here this way. So we're far from the city. I can't even see the world. Jorge. Equipment. A storm or no storm. Everything is covered in dust and sand. Radio. The radio hums a gentle static. This can wait, or he needs my help. They look like they're handling the dust storm well. Good. Need to clean those once after all this settles. Our equipment would struggle. Probably. Toggle light. No, I don't think I will. There's so much stuff, yet we still don't have everything we need. I'd kill it for something fresh to eat. I'd be happy never to touch another shovel in my life. I can't handle the wind, the heat. It's what gets me. Is that Jorge? I love Jorge, number one. He is awesome. You okay? Little box. Should be more careful. Most of what's here.
The mention of the elusive bobcat.
I know, right?
A creature
It's
of
a
mystery
bobcat.
and grace, navigating the digital
Most of
universe
what's
with
here
a
has
sense
been
of
exposed
enigmatic
to the
charm.
elements for a very long
Let us ponder
time.
the significance of this reference and embrace the whimsical nature it brings to our digital expedition.
Perfect.
The bobcat, a symbol of untamed curiosity and adventure.
Is that what Orhe is all about? Let's find out.
It's moving, Eli. It's fucking moving.
Moving. What is? Good now. New Leem. I got the new Leem on. Good new Leem. I got the new Leem on. Is that the I one? Like Grephi? Is that what it is? Because I did get. I miss Junior. I miss playing Violet and Junior. Junior, who went through us to the end. New and Yi. Yes, the Grephi. I remember him. What is? Nice to see you so animated, Ori.
This fucking thing, Eli. Whatever's in the pod, it's slithering.
You opened the pod. Slithering? What are you talking about? Okay, alright, that's bad. What do we do?
I'll tell you later. For now, help me get this thing contained.
What do we do? What do we need? Someone's Grephi and the Great Ball is there. Is there as theirs? Someone's Grephi and a Great Ball as theirs. Well, that does catch them. That would help. I'm on it. I'll be right back. What do we need?
When I saw it wiggling, I panicked and doused it with cooling spray. I recoiled and retreated back into the pod, so it might do the trick again.
Are you sure it's a sky thing? As the door tag, as their door tag thing? I have no idea what you're referring to.
Then again, I don't want to open it up unless we have to. We got some containment pods packed up somewhere. Grab them as fast as you can, alright?
First things first, we need that thing pacified. I'll be right back. First things first, we need it contained. Don't go anywhere. Alright, what am I doing? Whatever it was in, it definitely is ruined now. As their door tag thing? Whose door tag thing? Do you mean Grephi Eyes?
I don't know.
I'm missing the reference. I'm sorry, Jojo. I'm missing the reference. Wait, supplies. I have to make name tags for their doors, so I use random Pokemon generator to. Oh, someone got Grephi. I got you. Okay. Supplies. You picked up a containment pod. And containment pods. I'm coming, Orhe. But there's something else. I needed to like freeze it or something. Hold on. There was another supply thing over here. Cooling spray. Hang on, Orhe. I'm coming. Okay, so I got cooling spray and I got a containment pod. This is definitely the guys that found the artifact, right? So this is what this is. Like the artifact that in the first game or the main game. That's what this is. Orhe.
What the fuck are you waiting for, Eli? Hurry up!
Here's the cooling spray. Take it. What do you need again? Give me a second. I'll be right back. Here, take the container. Do that one.
Okay, on the count of 3, I'm going to twist the pot open a bit more. As soon as it splits, I want you to douse the fucker, alright?
You got it, Orhe.
1. Wait. 2.
Oh, wait. Is he going to count 2, 3? Spray the pot.
Alright. It's slowing down, okay? Good there.
Dennis, I have to...
Feetsies! Alright, it's slowing down. Okay, good. There's, it's almost like it's shrinking. Alright, let me close the pod.
Alright. It's contained. You alright? Are you alright? It's contained?
What was that? What the actual fuck, Eli?
I didn't see it. You tell me. I guess that's what we're looking for. Are you okay, man?
I'm not sure, not really. I think I'm fine. I don't know. Are you good?
What do you think? What was it?
I'm not sure. It was dark. As soon as I saw something glisten and lash out at me, I twisted the pod shut as well as I could. It was still reaching for me.
So what now? Are you alright?
Shit, man. I don't know. I need a break. I need to catch my breath. You deal with HQ. I'm too frazzled to deal with this bullshit.
You stay at and rest. I'll take care of it. Ugh, I hate talking to HQ. What should I tell them?
I don't know, man. Can't you make a decision for yourself?
I'm sorry, Orehe. I'll figure it out for myself. You know more about this than I do. I figured they'd want to call the shots.
Oh, fine. I guess it might be better to keep it quiet until we've done some tests. If this is as big as it think it is, they could send the whole cavalry to take credit before we can lay claim. But that would be against procedures, so you'll call mine, not mine.
Okay, get some rest, Orehe. Why do I get the feeling that the next time we see Orehe, it's not going to go well for him? What were those? I get the feeling it's not going to go well for Orehe. Sure they didn't go. I also have that similar feeling. All right, let me call this radio. Radio hums with a gentle static. The once impressive, radio. The once impressive H5 34, the grown familiar with the past few months, now seems weathered, weak, and old. Behind it trails a long, rubbery tail, and the next to the machine is a stack of notes to help place the paperweight. Look at the cable, inspect the notes. Mein Lukenseberg Avalier Alley. I don't know what that means. The cable lies heavy on the ground, covered with dust. Tracing along the ground leads your gaze into the now wind-whipped solar panels, and you and Orehe set up a long time ago. Make a mental note to dust them off later. Realist. You ought to set aside at least a few hours for it. It can be rushed in 45 minutes, but you'll just end up redoing it a day later. You've made that mistake before. I'll plan it with Orehe. I'll do this. The worry machine continues humming low. Look at the cables, start inspecting the radio, inspect the notes. The bundle of yellowed notes is stacked and weighed down as neatly as can be. You wrote some of them, Orehe some others. A few still were there written ages ago. It seems now by someone whose name you do not recall. Your notes are plentiful, but my hovercraft is full of eels. Interesting. How did that happen? I'm curious. Almost mathematical. Notes from the radio calls and tracking the weather, alongside a few scribbles regarding your progress. Slow and steady won the race. The wind has picked up and now most certainly blow away the papers were not for the weight of holding them down. Look at my notes. Look at Orehe's notes. Many of the pages are simply numbered and doodled, and you sort through them and find a few that pique your interest. August 1st.
First contact. Series of pods with numbers, metallic cover and casing. Advice on how to proceed. Ask for magazine for fucking anything.
Okay, potential radiation, no corrosives.
The greater context of the note is missing,
But it reads, high chance of radiation. Use no corrosives. If need force, careful with pods. Neutral gloves only. 8945. You recognize the numbers as a frequency, but not for whom or what. Below is a doodle of a heart. At the bottom of the note reads, P.S. Eli, if you're reading this, mind your own business. Pretend you didn't read that. Interesting. Okay. You slide a paperweight onto the desk and pick up the stub and dull pencil.
August 14, major discovery, radioing HQ. Yeah, fuck you, Eli. The sun is unbearable. Nothing out here remains except decay. I'm gonna do this one. The paper rustles gently under the weight of your pencil and even more under gravity of the discovery you've made. All right. Inspect the radio, dial in the frequency. Grit grinds between the aluminum frame and the plastic dial as you begin to turn it. The dial itself has loosened slightly, having been gnawed at by the astrid wasteland surrounding you. Instinctively, you recall HQ's frequency, 94.6. What if I did that? That would be hilarious. I could like call that. That's probably not very nice. I probably should be messed around. All required is a slight twist of the wrist, and the dial rotates the usual orientation. Hissing builds up, and soon enough, melodic deep whistles through our treble-heavy speakers. That's your cue. HQ, this is Eli, dig site 06. Come in, HQ. We've got something to report, over. Eli reporting, dig site, scheduled status report, over. This is This is HQ. We read you. Loud and clear. What is your status, over? We found something. Evacuation continues at steady pace. Or excavation, we found something. Copy that, Site 6. Please describe the finding. We found some sort of artifact. Very responsive to stimuli. Possibly organic matter. It's a beverage container. Aluminum. Label's been worn off. Are you still there? HQ, do you read me? It's something. That thing, that's something. It is something. There. Does it appear to be sentient? Hard to say. Its behavior is certainly erratic. It seems to react to a stimuli in a way which goes beyond simply chemical. Hello? Stand by for further instructions. Over and out. Copy that. I don't know how that's going to go, guys. I don't know how that's going to go. You immediately reported the strange artifact and Orhe uncovered. Interesting. Mystery is abound. Clarissa, the Church of the Shepherd, age 17. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, that's her grandpa, isn't it? Oh no. Look at that lion. That is creepy as fuck. That like robed lion, that's creepy as fuck. Sermon. Many times, my congregation has asked me, what is the greatest teaching of the shepherd, Father? Each time I give them the same answer. Nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. Rebirth, I say. That which was old will be young. That which was frail will be strong. That which was dying will live. But I tell them, it will not be life as they know it. No nights, nor days, no rain or storms, no streets, nor houses. Cunning, vague, no vague sermons from priest. This is such is the path of the shepherd. Such is the path of the shame. I hope you can't hear this. I think this seems like Clarissa to me. A dance, eternal, so that we, like he did, may walk through the green hills, fly through the blue sky, and dive in the deep sea. Damn priests in their vague sermons, right? Is that what you're doing now, Grandpa? Is that what you're doing now, Grandpa? Such a path of the shepherd, such is the path of the flame.
I wonder what you would have to say if you were here. Is that what you're doing now, Grandpa? Clarence Bloodworth was a steadfast pillar of the city. All who knew him would say so. A man most reliable, unwavering. He'd offered advice, and tirelessly he saw to the work that needed doing. Yeah, you were reliable. No, the best part about you was your sense of humor. More than anything, you were caring. He was. He actually seemed that way. It takes a certain kind to grow so influential and so respected, while remaining as modest as he did. He knew, my herd, that the blood of the shepherd came first. They wasted so much of your time, Grandpa. Family came first, not the apes. A strong man is he who knows his place in the herd, and none was stronger than Clarence. You heard that, Grandpa? No one. What am I doing wrong, Grandpa? Why can't I find my place? I'll do you proud. I promise. Today, Clarence Bloodworth, in the presence of your loved ones, we shall burn your remains. Today, we set you free. May the flames of the shepherd release you. Such is the path of the shepherd. That you may tread on green hills. I'd say I'd miss you, but I already do. Soar in the blue sky. But just in case you don't know, and dive in the boundless sea. I miss you. Now, in a moment to bask in the light of the flame. We thank you, shepherd. We thank you, oh great apes, who in his absence spread his word and will. Our faith is our flames, our light, and our warmth. Thank you.
This is a weird place. She's just a dumb kid. Nothing to worry about.
An intriguing declaration indeed.
My name is Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite sermon on the
within the
Citadel.
Citadel surely adds a unique flavor to our
Shut your
digital
face, she's
journey.
coming.
Let us
wow.
ponder the depths of this statement and uncover its hidden meanings within the gaming lore.
Wow.
Oh, what fascinating
They said that right in
insights
front
we
of
may
her,
glean
and
from
she's
such
right there and
musings.
she knows. That's incredible. Oof. I'm wondering how far this way I can go. Scripture. But he offered them light, a path eternal, and a great beyond. Come, spoke the shepherd, this is all I shall bequeath you, and my one ask is that you follow. But he offered them light with a path eternal and a great beyond. Candles. 2 loons per candle. Of course, they wouldn't be a church if they weren't making a profit. True. True. So true, unfortunately. And they, on behalf of the... Or no, I guess she's saying this, so...
And they, on behalf of within he who summoned the great flame, a heart ablaze with righteous wisdom and fury.
And they knew that they yielded to him.
I don't reckon the eyes of these people. I wonder even if Grandpa would have. I wonder even if Grandpa would have.
Ooh, Father Losif.
Ah, Clarissa, my child, my condolences on your loss.
So I wonder who her actual parents are. That's a really good question because none of them are like polar bears. So it seems like she was like adopted.
Your grandfather was a good man. What does the shepherd tell about his death? Thank you for the sermon. Many things, my child, but more than anything, it is a passing from this realm to the next. It is an embrace of the promise of the shepherd has given us. And what is that promise exactly? He will lead us into the light, always. All he asks is that we follow his commandments. And once we pass, we will pass into the great divine with him as our shepherd. Klatu baratu.
I basically said the words. Basically.
What does the shepherd mean exactly? Where does that word come from? Ah, it is an old word of a leader. My child, but not just that. The shepherd is the one who knows the path, the one true way forward, and is able to rally others to lead them. So a guide. Why should we trust the shepherd? Yes, precisely. I'm glad to hear you take an interest in the scripture, Clarissa. Even if it's mostly I can't say this word for some reason. Etymological. I know what it. I can't say it. I know what it is. I can't say it. Sure. Can I ask you something else? Yes. I'll leave you to it, Father.
Why didn't she ask him? If I go back to you, does it let me do it? Huh, interesting. That is such creepy imagery, though. Like the 3 hands and the fire coming down. That's creepy as fuck. I don't know what that's about. Altar. The altar is lined on all sides by flowers, gifts, and letters of condolences. At the center, rising above everything else, lies the white-clad body of Clarence Bloodworth, your grandfather. Each letter of condolence seems more intricate than the last. Beautiful fonts with tasteful designs, all sporting the same stock lines. What they lack in emotion, they make up for in expense. His eyes are warm and gentle, even now on the discolored picture. Almost instinctively, with your concern, you search the crowd for signs of your father. He's not there. Hey. Your eyes fixate on his. Even now, still and lifeless. They seem warm and reassuring. A faded presence, of which you are just now becoming painfully aware. Who the hell are you? If you've seen Nausicaa, this has some 7 Days of Fire vibes. I haven't seen that, but it does feel very creepy and like very strange in the way that they're presenting it. And in the apes, he saw their wisdom, their knowledge, and their piety. And so he animated them with the will and command as his foremost followers, for all others to bow to. Furthermore, I believe you are owed, oh, hello, Miss Bloodworth, our condolences. Now ahem, if you would excuse us. Sorry. Of course, I'll just slide right past you. You're blocking the path. Could you please move? Don't push and shove, child. We're discussing important things. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. In regards to the properties in the tops, we'll have to. Please, just move aside. I'm trying to get past you. Shush, children these days. I swear.
In a church of all places.
They won't let me go that way. Interesting. Bro, her grandfather died? Seriously. I get the feeling her parents and family are not the most caring type, so what's with the attitude? Good question. Cunning, I tried to get some fresh air, but I can't even get out. Any tricks, Grandpa? As you glance towards the crowds, your eyes lands on a collection box by the side of the altar, untouched as if people are avoiding it. So much for the spirit of giving. I'll drop a few loons in there on your behalf, Grandpa. Wonder if the priest feels about that. You search your pockets for a few coins. Something tells you they'd hit at the bottom of the collection box without as much of a clink. Empty, almost certainly. I'm sure these people would be hurrying to leave if it weren't if asked for donations. They're all hoping to gain something. Let's see how eager they are to give. It would be a fool's errand to try and convince some of these people to do anything on your behalf. Father Losif, though, they might be a little more wary of his ire. They might listen to him. His face remains still and peaceful, but you get the feeling that your grandfather would approve of it. Your little game. Okay, so I need to use Father Yosef. Hello again, child. How can I help you? What ails your young heart? Do you think you could do something about this crowd? They're blocking my way out. All in due time, my child. People need time to mourn. Besides, the church needs their support. We should let them give alms to the collection box before they go. The collection box, huh? Am I not? Ow. What's up, Math? The collection box,
Hello,
okay.
Mathsturk.
How's it going, Mathsturk? What's going on? Not a single loon. Wonder what Father Losif would say about this. So am I supposed to, like, use that as, like, a threat to these guys? Ah, and Carlo, where is he? I was hoping to speak with him before leaving about alone. Aren't you going to give something for the collection box? The collection box? Later, kid. Now, go off and, you know, bother someone else, alright? Not much. Procrastinating before work? I got you on that. I know how that feels. Okay, so that didn't work. So I guess I need to tell the father something about this, but... Hello again, my child. How can I help you? What ails your young heart? Have you seen the collection box, Father? It's empty. What's that, my child? It's empty. Empty? On this day, with all these visitors? That won't do. It seems disrespectful, doesn't it? Aren't these people willing to give, Father? Yes, indeed, child, indeed. You stay right there. I'm going to manifest the wrath of the shepherd for a moment. Lousy cheapskates. Nod piously. Well, that should do the trick. Let me go see what's going on over here. Empty at this time of year, at this time of day. Horrible, am I right? So that must be the family. The ones that she takes over the whole crime syndicate from later on in life. But she's very clearly not like a true child to this family. I didn't know that originally. That's very interesting. Oh, look, Father did it. Yes, my child, what is it? Are the people being more generous now, Father?
As it happens, no, not exactly. It seems like whatever alms people brought have been given to the Bloodworths. Regardless, I'm sure your family would be more than happy to offer the ministry a sizable donation for today's service. I'm sure that honor comes with putting such a great figure to rest is more than enough in you for the ministry. 7 days of fire. It might be. Certainly. I'll speak to Father about it. Unfortunately, I was just leaving. On the first day, humanity was all living beings and the surface disappeared. Splendid! I'm sure, well, given the circumstances, one would think Carlo might set aside whatever grievances he has with the church out of respect for the late Clarence. Grievances? We've all had our shares of differences, yes, even lately, when it came to planning this funeral, but I digress. If you would speak to him, I'm sure he'd see things our way. I'll do my best. On the second day, all traces of life disappeared from the world. On the third day, the sun and moon fell, the day that the night ceased to be. On the fourth day, the earth sank and was flooded. On the fifth day, the ocean and the sky vanished. On the sixth day, light was extinguished, and all was enveloped in the chaos and darkness. On the seventh day, calamity completed its work, and the joy of the rest is wept in silence. Oh, more scripture. I don't know if I did this one. And they foresaw her coming, a visage of darkness and deception, all the reckoning of good men, and shared that vision that as a warning to all those who walk his path. Uncle Clements. I saw that, you know. Saw what? You sneaking around in the altar, checking the collection box. Very clever. Just misdirection, nothing fancy. Just, what someone had caught the wind of what you were doing. I'd had improvised. If you say so, next time, you just come and find me and I'll sort it out for you, all right? I can manage myself just fine. Is this your way of saying you want to spend more time with me? Sure, as long as we figure it out together. Could be. Your father's gonna be a busy man, and someone's gonna look after you. I don't need a babysitter. Things are going to change, aren't they? How about you? How are you dealing with all of this? I don't know if I'm dealing with all this change. Not just yet, anyway. That was part of the lore for the one movie. Interesting. I have not seen it, but I will look it up nonetheless and see what it's all about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should take some time for yourself. So what would you want to? I miss your grandfather, but things are about to change and very soon. Whether that will be for the better remains to be seen. So what happens now? Now, well, your father is going to be in charge, which means a whole new set of palms to grease, and a score of opportunists that will need to be pacified. I see. If there's space to be filled, some will be happy to hide in the corners. That's right. If nothing else, that much is predictable. Where is my father, by the way? Is that how it's going to be from now on? Grandpa's gone and life just turns into watching our back. It's good? Well, I bet it is. It's not so bad, Clarissa. It's far from an easy life. But then again, what easy life is worth living? Easy is as easy does. I'm sure we could combine the two. Yeah. I'm sure you will. For now, let's go. there's still a tradition to attend to.
Let me find Father first. I need to talk to him.
Oh, I'm not sure that's a good time. You should save it for later, Clarissa.
No, I need to talk to him.
And I don't think you should. I'll see you outside.
I'll see you there. Well, now I really want to speak to him. I hate how ridiculous I look in this thing. I can't wait to get it off. So can I just leave? Oh. Oh. I don't know if Father is out here or not, but he didn't seem to be inside, so. God, the scenery back here is beautiful. Is that Pops over here? Carlo.
Who cares if they don't want us pushing on their streets? The money we can pull in Gastown is worth more than all the favors the old man was able to eke out of Thaddeus and the rest of the rich fans.
Dad.
The old man wanted to be loved by those manna born so bad he was willing to leave money on the table. And let me tell you boys, that cash is stacked.
Can I just...
What?
From now on, no territories off limits. You tell the other owners that Clarissa, what did I tell you about sneaking up on me like this?
Striking while the iron's hot.
Don't be cute, Clarissa. I don't have time for this. Go pester your uncle if you have to.
I want to talk to you.
I'm not going to tell you twice. Don't test my
Hello,
patience.
Spiced Stoner.
Spice Stoner, what's going on? No worries, that's awesome, thank you. You're going to want to let me be part of this conversation.
As sure as shit don't. Which is why I don't understand why you're insistent otherwise. Owie.
You need me more than you realize. You would if you would let me speak. No, you do. You just don't want to accept it.
Okay, go on then. Tell me why. This better be real good, Clarissa, because you're already on thin fucking ice.
Bear with me. Get it? Get it? Bear with you. Ha! That's a good joke right there. 'Cause you're a bear. Love it. Well done. Good job. That's a good joke. You see what she did there, everyone? That was a joke. She made the joke. I'm trying to find something, but I can't. Oh, well, it's good. Anyway, good joke right there. Bear with me. This plan of yours is something Grandpa would never approve of, right?
He was soft and stuck in his old ways. What I'm doing is the future, and he's not here to hold me back and to reminisce about the golden days anymore. I am better.
I'm saying a lot of people might not approve. But as soon as things change, people start asking questions. If you don't like those changes, they start pointing fingers. That right there, overconfidence, that's why you need me.
Why should I care? I'm Carlo fucking Bloodworth. And I own this city now. And if you don't, and you do well to realize that too.
If you're the single point of failure, you're an easy target. But you just one person, you need allies, and even more so, family. Grandpa was well liked, what you're proposing won't be. That's what I'm saying. You need to flesh out the old blood. Bring in the new, me.
We haven't done shit. You can come at me with all the words and arguments you want, but it doesn't change the fact that you don't have a clue what you're talking about. For fuck's sake, why am I even explaining this to you?
Because you're scared. You're scared that you might fail in this gamble of yours and prove me right. Grandpa taught me a lot. His way works. Yours doesn't. You know I'm right. I understand this. I'm telling you, it's in my blood.
Blood? You're a soft, spoiled brat. You grew up with everything and anything you ever wanted. And you cushy tutors and you made me believe you're special. You're not. You're obviously you're oblivious and you're inexperienced. Whatever blood you think you have, it isn't mine. You're the most eloquent 17-year-old I've ever met. I get the feeling that's who she is, like just in general. How would you know? You're not even it's not like you're ever around. Whatever. Blood I have is better. That's it. You listen to me, you little shit. I'm the boss of this family. I am the Bloodworths. What I say goes, and I'm gonna give you one last chance. Do you hear me? Yes. Now, here's what happens next. You're gonna take a deep breath, you're gonna look me in the eye, then you're gonna say, I'm sorry, Daddy, and I don't know what came over me, and you're gonna mean it, capiche? There you go. And what do we say? I don't think it's like that, Jojo. I don't think it's like that. I wonder if she would defy him. Do you think she would defy him? I'm sorry, Daddy. Man, I get the feeling... I wonder if she would play the long game, though. She might play the long game. She's more of a person that would defy him in a secret way. Yeah, that's what I think, too. I don't know what came over me. Careful, Clarissa. You don't want to see my bad side. I don't know what... But I can't just sit and watch you fuck up Grandpa's legacy. I don't know what came over me. Okay. Now, get the fuck out of my sight. I got work to do. Well, that didn't go well. That didn't go well for Clarissa. I already told you, Clarissa, you tested my patience. If you want to go so badly, go speak to your uncle. Leave me the fuck alone. Understood. She's a beauty, isn't she? Want me to roll down the windows for you? Maybe later. Uncle, what's my father up to? He's managing some new people for a new venture. Don't bother him right now, okay? He's emotional. What am I supposed to do then? Right, give me a second. All right, leave. Fuck that. He abandoned me in there. No. What am I supposed to do then? Now, reception. I suppose. Food and a glass of wine. You old enough to drink, aren't you? Come on, I'll drive you there. Yeah, let's go. I don't have an appetite right now. Can I drive? Not ready yet. I'll be right back. I don't really have an appetite right now. Yeah. Drive? My car? Ha! Ask me again in 10 years, and we'll see where we land on a scale from no to never. You look old enough to drink, but not enough to drive. But not at the same time. It'll make me feel better, Uncle. What it? Oh no. I'll see what you're doing. You knock that off, Clarissa. You try to play tricks like that on your uncle, and you'll see what happens. Wow, you caught me this time? 1 out of their 3 isn't bad, I guess. Come on, let's get you both the reception. People are waiting for us, I'm sure. All right, let's go. I think I am done with that. All right, get in. I'll roll down the windows for you. All the way down. You spoil me. Well, that sets up why she wants to be in charge of her family, that's for sure. You left the funeral with Uncle Clements, leaving your father to his own business. I wonder how much of her story we're going to see.
Howard, second year in the university dorms. Hell yeah. Oh, he's already jamming out with Larry. Look at these two, partying out.
Wow. You're telling me that you never heard of the Cuddle Boys?
The who? No, they sound pretty rad. I never said I hadn't heard of them, just never listened to them. Well, dude, they sound pretty rad.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Ah, yeah, Larry and the Cuddle Boys. Baby, I love it.
They do. This is a Cuddle Boy dorm with the immediate effect. The Bodison Cuddle Boy dorm. The Cuddle House. The bastion of Cuddle Boydom. The Cuddle House.
I am so down for that. Do we have any other kind of music in the Cuddle House, though? I've lost my voice there. That's pushing it a bit far, man. I've lost the voice. I did too many other ones. I can't get back to them. All right,
Fuck yeah, they do. This is the Cuddle Boy dorm with the immediate effect. The bastion of Cuddle Boydom. The Cuddle House.
I'm liking Larry more and more. Pre-crackhead Larry is pretty rad. I like it. Let's see. That's pushing it a bit far. I'm going to say hell yeah. I'm so down for that.
But listen, man, I got a bunch of other stuff too. Not trying to lock you to a niche or nothing.
You're a good man. Let's see what else you got. Isn't the Cuddle Boys album you've got? Do they cuddle in the Cuddle Boy dorm? I hope so. I hope so.
Albums? Shit. What do you feel like?
Investigative. Something new, I guess. Any cool experimental stuff? I don't know yet. I'll see what you've got.
Like weird jazz kind stuff? I don't really vibe with the avant-garde stuff, but I got some Smooth Nicky album if that's pretty chill.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Go on then, put it on.
Now, aren't we listening to the Cuddle Boys?
Hey, well, yeah, but we can always do that every single minute of every single day. I don't want to hear about what Howard wants to hear on our particular minute, on this particular day.
All right, I'm on it. What is over here? Light switch? Why is it? Oh, it's for my... That's a weird place for a dark room. Anything in the fridge? Nothing. Switch. Oh, that's that light. Record player. Got it. Okay, let's see. Enter hallway. I can leave? All right, I'll do it. Let me see what's over here. Couldn't ask for better dorm neighbors than Frasier live. Good. Hi, who are you? Frasier.
Yo, Howie. This was the Cuddle Boys you we're blasting.
You know it, Are you a Frasier?
Say, you got anything by Lola Waits? I haven't gotten around to her latest album yet.
I'm not sure. Larry might. I don't think so, but I'm sure I'll find something else you'd like.
Yep. Well, if he does, let me know. I've been dying to hear it.
The same. Later, Frasier. Will do. I'll do that one there. Do you guys think Howard was a bit of a player back in the old college days? Lola Bunny makes music. She might.
Oh yeah, but it just feels like I don't know worth of it. Even if I'm the only one who ever read it, your professor will clearly read it. You literally couldn't have had scored a higher. I'm proud of you.
Well, these two are just the nerds. You're nerds. Felix said they stay with his family over the weekend. Him and the majority of the dorm, I guess. Niles. Howard. Niles. What's up, man? Later, Niles. Nothing. Just chillin'. Doing my thing. Got a friend coming over? Should be good. Mind if me and Larry come and hang out too? A friend or a friend? Both, if I play my cards right. Quit bragging, I'm out. Nice, good luck, man. He's trying to get his game on. Oh, what's Wisconsin up to? Wisconsin, do you got any hot dates tonight? I want to hear about your hot dates, Wisconsin.
Oh, Howard, I heard you and Larry jamming out to some tunes in your dorm.
Are we being too loud in Wisconsin?
Oh, no, not at all. Just a little bit. So if you could turn it down a little bit, that would be great. But you're not being loud at all. Don't worry.
I'll turn it down a little bit.
Thank you. Don't worry about it. But then thank you.
Oh, Wisconsin. What is this? If I enter the foyer, what happens here? I just told... What are you two doing? This one's supposed to be one for the faculty announcements. Tough luck, Thaddeus Rock. Oh, these two are,
I know how they sang it, but I really am sorry. Don't know what came over me. It's okay. You don't need to keep apologizing. It's just, things are moving a little too fast. I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me. Don't be silly. Don't think badly of you. I think about you all the time. I was a bit of shock, but now it feels like there's something between us is real. I don't know. I wish you wouldn't say that so much. Say what? I don't know. You say
I can't read that. It's so small.
Oh well, I don't know. Shit. I mean, I know things. I know a lot of things.
The echo is worse out here when it's empty. Kind of want to shout something. Hello? Statue. All right. I know I told Larry I was just going to go change the record, but then I left. It's kind of a weird move on my part. Larry's like, "Where'd you go?" I can't believe Howard would just leave me like that. I better do some drugs and ruin my life forever. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway. Okay, so what do we got here? How do I do this? Oh, I see. Ah. Okay. Tony Rue. Oh, baby, Tony Rue looks pretty rad. I can't lie. Smooth Nikki. Luna Hong. Hurtful Nothings. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking Tony Rue, baby. Tony Rue looks pretty badass. That's what I'm thinking. Smooth Nikki would probably be my second choice, but let's see what this is like. Nice. All right, let's see what the other ones are like really quick, though. I can always put it back on. All right, this is probably going to be more like soft.
You told me it's my own problem. I solve it by myself without.
That's pretty cool, though. That's really, really smooth. Interesting. All right, let's hear what Smooth Nikki is like. Ooh. Ooh. That's more my taste. You know what I mean? Such smooth. He is Smooth Nikki, JoJo. He's Smooth Nikki. So there's no surprise there. But very smooth. But I'm going to go with the other one. All right, let's see what...
Now, that's what I'm talking about, man. Fucking Tony Roo.
This slaps, man. Pure energy. Fucking Tony Roo is right. What kind of name is that anyway?
Hard energy, man. Get your blood pumping. I'm telling you. Once this is all over, we're gonna be all out of here. We're gonna need some scrounge up some money for some serious speakers. Blast touring across half the city.
When we're out of here.
Yeah, man. When this is all over, university. I mean, when we leave and the real life begins.
I can't wait for it. Feels like I'm treading water until then. Shit, I don't want to think about that yet. Just let me enjoy life now, Larry. And when we move to a huge apartment and make it our lair, right? This is a good one. This feels like very high in the sky. This sound feels like, let's try this one.
I feel the same way. Soon, man, we're gonna get out here in the city, find some solid ground within a wall, find something to stand on, to build on, even. I believe, though, you and me, we'll make it.
Speaking of that, what do you think is outside the wall? Build what exactly? What should we do? Just you and me?
Crispy, what's going on? The way that Larry reacted at the end of the game,
do you guys think Larry's gay and like had a thing for Howard? I kind of got that vibe at the end of the last game. I wonder if that's what he's doing.
just, you know, with the dynamic duo, Howie. Sure, we'll hang out with other people, but I'm counting on you to be around and always have my back, man.
It's not like I'm the only friend you have, though, and vice versa. Of course, man.
Besides, you need me around. You'd be lost without me, and you sure as shit ain't getting laid without me, wingman in your ass, you loser.
Me, I get laid plenty. I barely stand up, as a matter of fact. I could get laid if I wanted to. I just don't feel like it. As if you're much better, loser.
I don't care about that stuff, remember?
Damn, get wrecked. I know, right?
I don't care about that stuff, remember? I know you do, though. You go through crushes faster than you do rolls of film.
What are you saying? What? You're saying I can't flirt? I need some practice. But do you still think I can do better? I think.
Hey man, just because you don't go out seeking romance doesn't mean you don't understand it. It's just not for me. That's just who I am, dude.
So you're saying you don't get romance either? So you don't think you could teach me? Ooh.
To flirt? Nah. You need some actual experience, some spontaneity, and some attraction. Getting out there, you know.
To do what? Reconnaissance?
Hey. Look, here's an idea. I propose a bet.
Let me guess. You want to bet on how awful I am at flirting?
Bingo.
Called it. What are the terms?
You head out in the hallway, find someone you like, and flirt. That's all. You do good, you win. You do poorly, you lose. Deal?
And what do I win? What do I lose? I don't know, man. That sounds awful. Sure, dude. Sounds fun.
Well, the main purpose is practice and bragging rights. I'll let you have that.
And what do I stand if I lose?
Besides your temporary dignity, you'll have to suffer through a series of escalating I told you so's for the next week or so and a half. Sound good?
That sounds awful, actually. Sure, let's do it.
Oh, man. Sweet. All right, man. No time to lose. And don't stress out too much.
We'll see. Wish me luck, dude. Okay. Howie's about to go flirt. Let's see what Howie does as a flirt. Let's see how he does. All right. Who do we like? Who do we like? Who do we like? Can I go into room 303? Couldn't. He's a gay beat. He might be. He may be. Hi. Should I flirt with Frasier? What if I flirt with... What if I flirt with Wisconsin? Do you think Wisconsin would flirt back? Remember, the key to flirting is obscure video game knowledge. Exactly. So, here's that's an interesting concept because there's only one. Hey, what's the happy haps? Not much. How about you? Start flirting. So, Wisconsin, Wissy, how's it going? You can flirt with Wisconsin. Interesting. Nothing, Wisconsin. I'll see you around. If I go back to him, what can you do? What with Niles? Howard. Niles. Can I just say hi, Niles, or hello, anything? Can I talk to you about something? Is that me starting my flirtations? Later, man. What's in room 301? New Orleans?
Hey.
Frasier. Oh man, I can't take credit. They're all there as records. Tony Rue and the Tricksters are as legit as fuck. I like that earlier stuff better. You can't contain that groove. I can't take credit. They were all there as records. I mean, literally the only person they've given me like the flirt thing with was with Wisconsin. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, I'll check with anyone who blasts Tony Rue is a friend of mine, Howie. You guys have to invite me next time. Oh, yeah, I'll check with Larry. Cool. Oh, so hey, you want to do something later? I want to talk to you about something, by the way. All right, guys. Hold on. Who should I flirt with? Should I flirt with Frasier? Should I flirt with Niles? Or should I flirt with Wisconsin? Who's the lucky person today? The porcupine. I'm guessing you're a porcupine. Frasier the porcupine. What do y'all think? Tail? I don't think that's an option, Crispy. Duggar Waggle. I'm gonna see about Niles. Well, Niles is kind of already waiting for his date. So it'd be kind of weird, but I could try it. Let's see what happens. No clue. Okay. I'm back. We've never talked much. What's your deal, Niles? My deal is staying true and making real art. Investigate. You don't strike me as a painter or sculptor, though. You do design, right? Graphic design, sharp observation, Howard. Nah, you just have a certain vibe. That's intentional. So is this. Show off your outfit. So is this. What do you think of this? Do I look good? Do you like looking at my nice, pretty tail if I show it to you? Sure. And what's enjoyable about it? Design is inherently primal. It's a natural language that speaks directly to instinct. It's bypassing verbal tradition and going into a realm of deeper signals and symbols. So you enjoy the psychological aspect. Long and fancy words don't make your point clever. Yes, it's like sanding something down to its core, its purest essence. Without notion, you have to understand people to reach that point. Okay, so investigative. Yes, you have to study it to see it. Literally everything you see has design to it. Everything has bias and a purpose. There is no neutrality. Nothing is vanilla. That's a lot of talk for a first-year student. So your work is always going to be expression of you. Don't agree. Objectivity is a thing, Niles. Yes, always. Alright, sure. Fantastic. See you later, man. Alright, sure. I get it. Yep. Okay. Let me try it. Let's see how this goes. Ready? I like your outfit. Thanks. Makes you look like you know what you're doing. Makes you look like an artist. A little derivative, but effective. Are you trying to flatter me, Howard? I'm flirting with you, idiot. Niles is a great name. It kind of reminds me of Frasier, because his brother was Niles. Me and Larry made a bet how well I can flirt. I bet I can do more than flatter. Doubtful. I'm not an easy flirt, but your confidence is admirable, however misplaced. Oh.
The realization of a previously overlooked truth can be quite the revelation.
Right?
Embrace this newfound insight, for it may guide you on the path to enlightenment within the digital realm.
Perfect.
Let the waves of knowledge wash over you like a ship sailing towards uncharted territory.
All right, shut your mouth and let me flirt, idiot. I misplace your bud. I'll misplace your what? What? I'll misplace your bud. That sounds aggressive. Oh, I've got confidence to spare.
Okay.
Sure then. Let's see what you've got. So, why do you think it'd be a challenge to flirt with you? What I've got, you're looking at it. Have you been in any hot dates lately? I know how to read people, which means I can separate true interest from meaningless flattery. Common manipulation won't work on me. So when you say you're hot, what do you call that? So when I say you're hot, what do you call that? Wow. And I think that's something you tell yourself to avoid getting hurt. Interesting. Do you now? Elaborate on that. I think you used to convincing yourself of certain things because you want definitive answers and solutions. I think you're a junkie for objectivity. There are a lot of ways I could reply to that, Howard, but all of them would involve some amount of respect. Well played. Told you I was up for it. Oh, I'm only interested in people who can hold their own in conversation. I don't want to be caught in an echo chamber. Oof, big same. In other words, you prefer to have a sole correct opinion of whatever's in the room you're in. Man, I regret flirting with you. In other words, you prefer to have the sole correct opinion on whatever room you're in. In that case, don't use Twitter, right? Niles seems intrigued. This cynicism is unlike you. Why so aggressive? Because I'd do you good to have to explain yourself once in a while. I'm not sure why so defensive, because it would do us good to have to explain yourself every once in a while. And here I was thinking, I always explain myself to a fault, but sure then, I'll make an exception for you. You mean X? Whatever they want to call it. For me, that's sweet. I'll hold you to that in more ways than one. All right then, why flirt with me? Because I can't tell if I like or despise you. I like a challenge. Because you're crazy hot and I want to jump your bones. I don't know if that one would go over well. Because I can't tell if I like you or despise you. I think that one's the most intriguing. Yes, that, I must admit, was not the answer I was expecting. I dig it. Now that would go great. Yes, Elon must attempt to recreate the old 200s of yore with ever Edgeboy needed X in their name. Right? He did do that a lot. He is an edgelord. He does like fancy himself that. He's kind of aligned himself with edgelordiness. That's kind of his thing.
Sure, I don't care. I think I like you. And I think you're interesting. Make of that what you will. I think you're pretty interesting too. I got a pretty good idea of what to make of it. I must say, Howard, we should do this again. You're, well, interesting. Very interesting. High praise coming from you. You said so already. You're not flustered, are you?
Okay.
Didn't believe it, but now I do. Just don't get too cocky. I'll see you around. Heh, cocky. You got it. I did it. I successfully flirted with Niles. I flirted with Niles so good. I didn't have to be an edgelord. Well, kind of. That was actually kind of the thing we did. I actually went edgelord and it worked on Niles. That was kind of the whole thing. So perfect, perfect. We win. All right, moving on. Let's see what Wisconsin would like. Mind your own business, Wisconsin. Howard, I see you and Niles are getting along well. Mind your own business. It was for a bed. Larry wanted to see how good I am at flirting. What can I say? I have a bit of a thing for pretentious weasels. Who doesn't? Who doesn't have a thing for pretentious weasels? I do. I sure do. Anything else I can help with? I can talk to you about some school stuff. Really? Yeah, of course. That's what I'm here for. What do you have in mind? How many students are here? Who's Thaddeus Rock? Who is that? Oh, I think Mr. Rock was a patron of the arts. As far as I understand, he was instrumental in the opening of the facility. Then how come I never heard of him? Funding, I think. And looking at this place, it seems like it had plenty of it. Oh, one rich ape, huh? So, he wanted to leave a mark or something, did he? I don't know. This place doesn't seem exactly scream money. I bet it was 2. Yes, you've seen the statue, right? You must have seen it. It's right here in the hallway. Couldn't have missed it if I wanted to. So, did you have any other questions about stuff? How many students are here? A few hundred across the faculties. Best higher education in the city. You study sculpture, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, how I do, Howard. That's really impressive. How did you snoop that one out? I just saw doodles in your little notebook. Oh, huh. Well, I like drawing too. It helps for anatomy and stuff. Do you draw, Howard? Draw? No, sure, sometimes. Draw? I love to draw. Draw all the time. Draw. Oh, then maybe we can draw together sometimes, like hanging out, drawing stuff like, aw shit, Wisconsin. I just remembered I have to get out of here. See ya. Yeah, sure, why not? Sweet, we'll get drinks, and I'll get you crayons. Oh, okay, thanks there, Wisconsin. Oh, sorry, I don't know where that came from. That's okay, I like crayons. You're a crazy man. See ya, relax, Wisconsin. That's okay, I like crayons. I do like crayons. Crayons are fun. So, did you have any other questions about university life? Nah, that was it. Anything else I can help you with? Can I talk to you? Wait, I'll see you later. All right. Can I still talk to you?
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to continue our conversation, Howard, I'm still expecting a visitor. That said, you can come see me next. See you around. Good luck, Niles. Later, cutie. All right, can I still flirt with Frasier? Let's see. I heard you were trying to flirt with Niles. You guys are such fucking dorks. And pretty soon we might be dorks fucking. Yes. Gross. 2. I'm going wink.
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to talk to you about something, by the way. Sure, what's up? Is it just me, or is the dorm really empty today? Nah, that's about right. I've been vibing in the hallway for a while now, and it's pretty dead.
Why, are there any big events on?
If there were, I'd be there. As far as I know, there's nothing. Everything's back to visit family and stuff.
Family, why?
Beats me. I'm happy to be away from the family. Just do my thing.
Preach it. See you later. I feel that. Can I ask you about something else? Sure, what's up?
Sure, what's up?
I think we should come up with a new name for the dorms.
Dormitory 06B got not good enough for you? A nice, catchy name like that? Got any ideas?
Something artsy, I guess. Something with the shittiest building on campus. We should own that. Everyone here is depressed and anxious. Lean into that.
I like the shit heap or something.
I was thinking more along lines the fucking dump. How about the collapse, the garbage house? I like that one.
Almost a little artistic even. Sure, I'd call it that. A little complicated, I guess, but not bad.
Cool. There's something else I want to talk to you about, by the way. Nothing. I got nothing. Okay, so I guess flirting with Niles was the best I could do. Or the only I could do. But we did it. And we might be two dorks fucking later on.
And he's back. So, how'd it go? Did you find anyone?
Yeah, me and Niles had a chat.
Niles, huh? What's up with that guy?
I think he's very smart. I think he's a revolutionary. I don't know, he was hard to talk to.
And what do you think?
I think he is. I think he thinks he is. I don't think he thinks he is. I think he is.
What about flirting? How did that go?
He tried to act cool, but he was really, really interested at the end.
Get out. Niles was interested in a person other than himself?
I'm surprised as you are. How could he not be with a babe like me?
Take your foot off the confidence pedal there, dude. But sure, managing to charm Niles is a tall fucking order, man. Very well. I guess you're smoother than you look.
Too right I am. Howard. I'm Howard. Master flirt. I'll admit it wasn't easy. Again, I was the fucking flirt king back there just to make sure you got that. Again, I was the fucking flirt king back there just to make sure you got that. I'm gonna go with 1.
That's pushing it, dude.
Are you saying I'm not? Are you saying you need further proof? Are you saying that was a fluke?
I'm saying that either way, I guess you don't need my sagely advice after all. Not right now. Anyway, that's fine. You're lost, loser.
Another point for Howard, that's all. I can tell you're very, very upset, so we'll just drop it. Baby Larry. Okay, Baby Larry. No, actually, you're lost, loser. Man, did I make Larry mad? I'm wondering. I can tell you're very, very upset, so we'll just drop it. Okay, Baby Larry. Is he saying that in like an affectionate way or like he's a baby? No, actually, you're lost, loser.
Just, hey man, if nothing else, that was pretty funny. Thanks for going along with it.
So, what was that all about, huh? Let me ask you this. Were you expecting to go as well as it did? You've asked for a lot of bets lately, man.
Yeah. The flirting stuff? Just messing with you, mostly. I also, well, I want you to be okay, dude. I want you to know things you want. I want you to do the things you want to do, you know?
Yeah, I know that, man. I don't need you to take care of me, man. So you're my friend, regardless of my opinion. I'm enjoying the voice acting. Thanks, I'm doing my best. So you're my friend, regardless of my opinion. Let's do that one.
I just care for you, man. I know you don't. I don't say that outright often, but I feel like we both know it. But there's like some amount of responsibility there. I just want, you around, I guess. I want you to be okay with that.
Of course I'm okay with that. What are you talking about? You're drunk. You're getting sappy, man.
I don't know, dude. I just what we talked about earlier. Time's changing and stuff.
Some things don't change. It's okay, man. Don't worry.
It's just how I feel, Howie. I'm just saying. I'm glad you're my dude, man. My brother. Bro. My friend, you know? Tell me this in the morning, man. When you're in hungover and in pain. That's never gonna change. Trust me. I know. I trust that. I trust that. I trust you. So, what do we do now? Well, we're out of stuff to drink, man. Only one thing left to do. Pass out. Passing out. Fuck yeah. Going to sleep. Fuck yeah. Kissing cute boys. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. Why not? You look like you like to kiss cute boys. Right?
Huh?
No. Getting more beer. Oh, getting more beer. Fuck yeah. That's right. Come on, dude. There's a guy I want you to meet on the way. Sells cigs for cheap. Has a bunch of other stuff too. All right, man. Lead the way. Uh-oh. Are we going to go get drugs? And you did amazingly well too. Gossip about your charm was spreading like wildfire. Well, ain't that some shit? That was cool. That's cool. I really like the way this game is structured compared to the main game. It feels a little bit more coherent, and it does have a little bit more like character moments. And I think that like this is some really cool background to get you to like. I think actually, to be completely honest, this might actually have been better to play before the first game. This might have been better to do. But I don't know that for sure. We'll have to see how that goes down over time. However, that all being said, let me take a look at something real quick here. What time is it? Okay.
Good boy, such a good boy.
Thank you, Void Lord. How are you doing, Void Lord? I hope you're doing well. With all that being said, let me take a look at something here. Doot 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 doot. Doot 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 doot. Doot doot doot. Let's do. Let's go say hello to James. So I think that's going to be. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. So I think we're going to call it here. But this has been fun. I actually really enjoy this because it feels more like compact and very like character oriented, which I really like. And I really enjoy I really enjoy the new elements of it with like the pathfinding and then like figuring out like certain things about it. So I really enjoy it. It should be really good. We'll be back tomorrow playing some Phasmophobia with this cutie of a fox. And everybody, just when you get into his chat, you need to say, James is cute. That is going to be our thing. So just say that, and you'll be okay. So remember, James is cute. And that's what we're going to do. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Phasmophobia. And then remember, we're going to be back on Thursday as well. Oh, no, he cut off. Never mind. I guess we're not going to James because he cut off his things for the night. I think he must be coming to a close. So let me change that up a bit. We'll go to Theo. We'll go to Theo over at Demon Hunter Games. He's playing some Lego Star Wars, so we'll do that instead. Say hello to Theo for me. Give him the old LeemThatStreams love, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful night. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you, High Five.